Welcome to Indiana High School basketball on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI. Tonight's game is brought to you in part by Coca-Cola, Culver's Portside Marina, Nepco, Crane and Equipment Services, Farm Fertilizers, First Farmers Bank and Trust, Lawrence Farms, Mark's Body Shop in Knox, Zingo Express, Pulaski Memorial Hospital, Stark County Co-op, The Auto Park with locations in LaPorte, Plymouth, and Bremen, Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, Collins Insurance, Howard's Marathon of Winnemac, and 5 Star. The Coca-Cola pregame show with Mitch Columbi is next.
Here's a three in the corner on the way! Yes! Yes! Big time three and a big time moment.
5 Star, the largest meat and grocery store in the area, focused on quality, value, and customer service. The 5 stars in the name of the store come from 5 family members of the original owner serving in World War II, each one represented by a blue star on a flag hanging in the front window of the family home. That's why even decades later, 5 Star is known for its dedication to service. Now that dedication means savings for you. 5 Star, one of the We Care stores, the area's largest meat and grocery store, focused on quality, value, and customer service. Located, you know where, in the Knox Mall.
Since 1936, Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning have always taken pride in doing the job right. Third-generation owner Brian Hammond and his family have always set the standard when it comes to taking care of all your heating and cooling needs. Making your home a comfortable home is the absolute top priority. If you are uncomfortable in your home, give them a call at 574-936-4660. Follow them on Facebook. Let Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning help you take control of your comfort.
Top of the key for three! Splash! Big time three. Here comes Vice driving inside, stolen, picked up by Samantha Marks. Oh, man, he made it happen!
Welcome to the Coca-Cola pregame show. Now, here is the voice of KVB's WKVI Sports, Mitch Columbi.
The new era continues here on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI. Tonight, the Culver Lady Cavaliers host the North Judson-San Pierre Lady Blue Jays in a Hoosier North Athletic Conference battle. This is Indiana High School basketball. With us tonight, owner and operator of Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, sports analyst, Brian Hammond. Hey, I'm Mitch Columbi. The tradition continues. This is KVB's WKVI Sports. We welcome you to John R. Nelson Gymnasium in Culver, Indiana, 46511. We are back for more as we are set to continue the new era of Kankakee Valley Broadcasting Sports on 99.3 FM and around the world, streaming live on WKVI.com as we get ready for our 10th basketball broadcast of the season. We have seen both of these teams in action already. When we look at the visiting North Judson-San Pierre Lady Blue Jays, head coach Whitney Combs is in her first year leading the girls program. The Jays started their 2023-2024 season on the road, picking up a big win over Rochester, 43-42. They then hosted Rensselaer Central for their second game of the year and fell 65-22. On November 8th, they traveled to Boone Grove and won 63-52. Then they took on South Central in the launch pad and lost 64-42. They then faced off against Couts at home, winning 65-40. The night before Thanksgiving, we saw them in the nest as they hosted their historic rival in the Knox Lady Redskins and won 51-44. On November 25th, they took on their other cross-county rival in the Oregon Davis Lady Cats and won 53-41. Since that time, they have split the last 4 games, winning 2 and losing 2. They lost to Morgan Township 51-46, then won against Argus 60-54, then lost to Caston on the road 43-25. Their last matchup was this past Tuesday where they beat North White 46-32. The Lady Jays come into tonight's matchup at 7-4 on the year. Leading the team in the scoring department is Kylie Lehigh, averaging 12.2 points per game. Right behind her is Kaylin Tunis, averaging 10.3 points per game. And rounding out the top 3 is Reagan Hensley, averaging 6.7 a game. Lehigh also leads the team in rebounds and steals, averaging 8.8 boards and 3.9 snags per game. As a team, the Lady Jays offense is averaging 46.9 points per game, and their defense has allowed 48 points per game up to this point. We turn now to our sports analyst, who is a proud sponsor of WKVI Sports at KVB, Brian Hammond of Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning. Brian, glad you could join us yet again so soon. How are you?
Whew.
You got here in a hurry.
It's been a busy day. I woke up late this morning.
Uh-oh.
And I was like, oh, man, I got to take the kids to school. And I was like, we got 10 minutes. So it was.
We'll leave it in 10.
Yeah. And then, it's just busy at work.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, it is warmer today, but still, I mean, people need heat. So it's been a busy day. Came home, made dinner.
So you had time for food.
We had time for food.
Good.
And thank you.
I brought you a water this time. I got you ahead of schedule.
We're good.
Well, we're glad you're here. From the rundown I gave us, anything stick out to you about the Lady Jays?
The Lady Jays. So looking them up last night, I believe junior, it's where's she at? Kylie Lehigh?
Kylie Lehigh,
Kylie Lehigh, yes. Wow.
She's good.
She jumps off the stat sheet.
Yep.
She leads them in everything. And, I had a chance to check out some highlights, and she's good. She's good.
She
leads
doing a little
the way.
homework for you.
Yeah. So she looks good. And then I was told by a little birdie they got a great freshman class.
Yes, they do.
So, and you got to love that. I love it when freshmen make their presence felt, I mean, that's a good thing.
You mentioned that last week at Oregon Davis.
Yeah, it's always great. Freshmen come in because you always want to look forward. When I coached at Culver, there was always senior trip in the middle of my softball season. So it's like, okay, that week that they're gone, we get to see what we're going to look like next year. And that's when you start kind of playing with your lineup a little bit, maybe throwing some underclassmen that were playing maybe JV minutes or innings or whatever it may be. And it's like, okay, you spot some people and you're like, we need to hit it hard this summer because those are the girls that are going to be playing there.
Yeah.
So, no, it's always great when you can see your underclassmen perform and see what they can do.
Well, it'll be interesting to see the Lady Jays tonight. We've only seen them one other time this season, but we turn the page and look at the home team tonight, the Culver Lady Cavaliers. Co-head coaches Adam and AJ Neese are in their first official season leading the girls program. The Cavs started. Excuse me.
No, I'm sorry. I just adjusted. My microphone was rubbing up against my beard. I was like, that's kind of.
Just making it funny. The Cavs started their season along with us on November 2nd as they hosted the South Central Lady Satellites. They fell 48-20 that night, but followed it up with a big win against Trinity Greenlawn, 37-30 on the road. They lost to a strong Tri-Township Lady Tiger team, 61-16. Then I can't get over it. I'm still laughing. They then hosted Westville and won 46-40. Then traveled to Winnemac and lost 47-33. Then lost to Elkhart Christian on the road 39-29. They hosted Pioneer and won 34-27, and then on November 21st, they traveled to Argus for a cross-county rivalry game of their own and lost 57-19. They hosted Rochester and fell 45-15, and then to Lakeland Christian 35-31. Brian and I saw them last week in the Bobcat Den to face off against the Oregon Davis Lady Cats, and the Cavs fell 57-42. Then they took on Knox this past Saturday and lost 55-30. The Lady Cavs come into tonight's contest at 3-9 on the year. Leading the team in the scoring department is Grace Sieber, averaging just over 9 points per game. Right behind her is Alexa O'Brien at around 6 points per game, and rounding out the top three is Amaya Williams, averaging just over 4 per game. Williams also leads the team in rebounds, grabbing 7.7 boards per game. Sieber is the team's assist and steals leader, averaging 3 dimes per game and 5 snags a game. Their offense is scoring on average 29.3 points per game, and their defense is allowing 45.1. Not much has changed since we saw them last week, Brian. It's just been a tough road for these Lady Cavs. As you've had time to think over what we saw last week, what's something, in your opinion, they need to do better at tonight if they want to pick up a big-time HNAC win?
So we know they're going to play tough, and they foul. I mean, they're aggressive. I did have a chance to talk to a couple of people from Culver, and there was one game where the whole starting 5 fouled out.
Yes.
So they're going to pick up fouls. So
aggressive.
They're aggressive. So that's good. So they're gonna make Lady Jays earn it. But if it were me as a coach, and I don't want to make it sound like Grace Sieber out there that she leads the way. She's their senior and she's leading the way. But if you could get Alexa O'Brien and Amaya Williams, that supporting cast, if they can find some more buckets, take some pressure off of her, I think, height-wise, I'm looking, they match up well. Mm-hmm. So play aggressive, but try to minimize how many times you're going to put with the new free throw. We saw Oregon Davis go to the line a lot. So, and they capitalized, their free throw percentage was good. So maybe we don't put them at the line as much and make them earn it a little bit more, maybe on the perimeter.
Yeah.
So you got, Alexa O'Brien's tall, Amaya Williams is tall, Grace Sieber's tall.
Well, and we've kind of talked about it. Amaya Williams last year, while she was the second biggest body on the court last year behind Kennedy Jackson, who graduated. Now Amaya Williams has stepped up into that role, and I'm not feeling like she's quite where she was last year. I think she's still adjusting to the starting role, because there were times last year, Brian, where she dominated the paint along with Kennedy Jackson, and I'm just waiting, and I was talking to Coach Neese a little earlier, it's like he's waiting too for her to kind of wake up. It's like wake the sleeping bear, because once she gets going on the inside, Amaya Williams is a tear.
Yeah. So we're doing, my business is doing working with the Culver Building Trades class down at there, and one of Kyle Elliott, who's a former coach here.
Sure.
We were down there. We were just chatting about the team, and he made the comment. He goes, "I don't think Amaya Williams knows how good she is." In her head, I don't. He said he doesn't think she knows how.
Yeah.
He said if she ever figures out how good she is and applies it, he goes, holy cow.
Yeah.
And I agree, because the little bursts of speed and aggressiveness that came out in the Oregon Davis game, we talked about, that's what we want to see. So, yeah, if she can figure out in her head, I think it's a confidence issue. Maybe she had that upperclassman to lean on. Hey, if I make a mistake, she's going to be there to back me up.
Yep.
So she was being more aggressive. This year she goes, if I make the mistake, now it's on me.
Now it's on me.
So maybe there's a lack of confidence there that she can get it going. And there's talent on. The other thing with the Cavaliers is they had a couple of freshmen come off the bench that I was impressed with. Where's she at? Is she number 31? No, number 31. Yeah, 31. Haley Parker, right?
Yeah.
Holy cow, that defense.
She's good.
She
handled it well. She handled the pressure.
Yeah, and she was. There's some positive things. I think there's growth to be had, and if you can, Amaya sticks with me.
Yeah.
She sticks with me because I was like, man, girl, when you gotta. So,
it's only a matter of time.
Yeah, it takes some pressure off of Grace.
Yeah.
Because right now I feel like the teams are just going to double down on her, triple down on her, and just say, hey, nobody else is going to beat us. Let's make her beat us. And I'm not saying that, Grace is the end-all, be-all for Culver, but, she's out there, she's balling hard, and you can tell teams are picking on her a little bit. And if she's frustrated, she just needs some help. And I think there's girls that can give it to her. So it's just a matter of getting that chemistry and just starting to play as a unit. And these coaches, co-head coaches, I know how hard they played when they came to Culver. And so I know they're going to coach hard. So they'll get it. It's just their first year.
Yeah.
So, I mean, maybe by sectional time, they might have something cooking.
Well, we are expecting a great evening of IHSAA girls basketball action as we appreciate you joining us on the Coca-Cola pregame show, refreshing the world, making a difference. We'll be back after a word from our sponsors as the Pulaski Memorial Hospital Injury Report is next. You are listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Real magic is everywhere. It's in your mom's cooking, in 4-hour dinners with friends, in that first bite of something new, and in the fizz of a Coca-Cola. Now with so many options for less than $5, the Coca-Cola Value Collection will help you make the most out of every magic moment for so much less. Taste the magic for less with Coca-Cola.
BP gasoline with Invigorate helps clean your engine and can give you more miles per tank. Continuous use may result in the following pleasant side effects: excessive smiling, feeling more relaxed, taking more drives just because, volunteering for carpool twice in a row, and bragging to your friends about how you use our best fuel ever. To find out if BP gasoline with Invigorate is right for you, stop by your local station to discover our best fuel ever. Versus minimum detergent gas, average restored 3 to 5 miles per tank, based on fleet testing and based on what you drive and how you drive.
High school sports brought to you by Zingo Express.
Who's in? Who's out? It's the Pulaski Memorial Hospital Injury Report with Mitch Columbi. Mitch?
Thank you, John Thompson. The Pulaski Memorial Hospital has been serving lives of the residents of Pulaski County and the surrounding area since 1963. We appreciate them supporting local high school sports and helping continue the tradition on KVB's WKVI. We are lucky to say no injuries to report tonight, as that is your Pulaski Memorial Hospital Injury Report. Stay tuned, as we will hear from Whitney Combs of the Lady Jays and Coach Neese of the Lady Cavs after the break in the KVB Coaches Corner. You are listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
In 49 other states, it's just basketball. But this is Indiana. Stay tuned for more in-game action with Mitch Columbi on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Pulaski Memorial Hospital. Quality care closer to home. Pulaski Memorial Hospital is all about community and keeping our community spotlight shining on the accomplishments of our youth. That's why PMH is proud to be a sponsor of our local high school sports action on WKVI, our community radio station. Pulaski Memorial Hospital. Quality care closer to home.
It's time to hear from the coaches in the KVB Coaches Corner. Here's Mitch Columbi.
I'm here with head coach of the Culver Lady Cavaliers, A.J. Neese. Coach, we come into tonight against the North Judson-San Pierre Lady Blue Jays. What do you know about them?
I know they like to play fast. They get up in pressure, kind of like what we do, full court, half court, man-to-man, and they just get after it.
What in particular that do you have to see from your girls tonight? I know it's been a little rocky here and there. What do you definitely want to see tonight?
Taking care of the ball and energy and effort.
Message to Cavalier Nation who may be listening tonight.
Hey, 1 week away from Christmas, what better way to celebrate than getting out and watching some basketball?
Coach, as always, I appreciate your time. Good luck.
Thank you.
Culver's Portside Marina handles all water and recreational needs. When it comes to pontoons, Godfrey leads the industry in performance and quality, and Portside Marina has them in stock. From Sanpan, Aqua Patio, Sweetwater, and Monaco pontoons, if you're looking for a family boat, Culver's Portside Marina can help. Discover the evolution of the wake boat through luxury models offered from Centurion and Supreme Surf Boats. Yamaha Wave Runners and Kawasaki jet skis are on the showroom floor waiting. Located at 514 West Mill Street in Culver. Stop in or call them at 574-842-5000. Culver's Portside Marina.
All right, I'm here with head coach of the North Judson-San Pierre Lady Blue Jays, Whitney Combs. Coach, been a minute since we saw you. Hope you had a great Thanksgiving. We come into this matchup against the Culver Lady Cavaliers. What do you know about them?
They are aggressive on their defense. We see them full court press. We see a 2-3 zone. So... yeah.
Is there anything in particular that you have to see out on the floor tonight from your girls?
Yeah, our girls have to take care of the ball. We have to be able to break the press if they give it to us, and we have to be able to have good ball movement against their zone so we can get them moving around and get a good open shot.
Yeah, we've been hearing several players on your team are standing out, one of which is Kylie Lehigh. Talk about what she provides to your team and what you hope to see out from her tonight.
I mean, Kylie Lehigh, she's stepped up big time this year. She's all over the court. On defense, she's going to be trying to get her hands on everything. And on offense, wherever that ball's at, you'll see her trying to get rebounds, just going after it.
Well, Coach, as always, I appreciate your time. What's your message to Blue Jay Nation tonight?
Our girls have been working really hard, so if you don't have anything to do at night, come out and support us.
Thanks, Coach. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Hey, folks, Auto Park Fort LaPorte has got some news for you. We now have the largest selection of pre-owned vehicles in LaPorte County. So if you're in the market, come and check us out because right now is the best time to trade in your current vehicle. Not interested in purchasing a vehicle? That's okay. We'll buy yours even if you don't buy ours. Not currently in the market, but your car needs serviced? Come check out our newly renovated service department and let them take care of all your service needs. And remember, we're not just an auto dealer, we're an auto park.
Time now for the keys to the game. Sponsored by the Auto Park with locations in LaPorte, Plymouth, and Bremen.
All right, as we get set for Indiana High School girls basketball action, what are your keys to the game as a North Judson-San Pierre Lady Blue Jay, Brian?
Well, we're going to get Kaylee Lehigh going. We're going to force Culver to take a lot of perimeter shots. I mean, that's simple tonight.
Simple and easy. I like it. Now, flip sides, if you're the head coach of Culver, what do you want to see out of your Lady Cavs tonight on the floor?
Chemistry. Got to play together. Got to play for each other. You got to get, Amaya, you got to get her moving. You got to get Alexa O'Brien helping Grace out and get some scoring going. Control the ball, control the tempo, and make them play your game.
That's our keys to the game, sponsored by the Auto Park with locations in LaPorte, Plymouth, and Bremen. Go ahead, sit back, pop open an ice-cold Coke and chill. The Coca-Cola pregame show continues. Our KVB starting lineups are next. You're listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
In 49 other states, it's just basketball. But this is Indiana. Stay tuned for more in-game action with Mitch Columbi on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Have you ever wondered how much I could sell my vehicle for? Well, Auto Park Chevrolet GMC can help with that. We're looking to buy your vehicle. It is a quick, simple process that puts money in your pocket. Stop by the Auto Park on Oak Road for one of our sales professionals to assess your vehicle and have a cash price for you in moments. If you're looking to trade, we have stacks of inventory for you to choose from, or you can walk away with a check in hand. Don't hassle with listing on Marketplace or waiting forever to sell it privately. Let us make you an offer today. Auto Park Chevrolet GMC. Check us out at www.autoparkchevroletbuickgmc.com or call 574-936-5590 or come to see us next to Walmart in Plymouth.
It takes smart planning by a skilled expert to get you just the right heating, cooling, and energy-efficient system for your home. McGrath Refrigeration can install an affordable Armstrong air system that will cut your energy costs while enhancing your comfort. You'll see the difference in your first energy bill. Give McGrath Refrigeration, your local Armstrong dealer, a call today at 574-772-3575. That's 574-772-3575. McGrath Refrigeration, where the temperature is always just right.
Puts up a floater! Oh my gosh! High off the glass!
Now it's time for the KVB starting lineups.
For the Lady Cavaliers of Culver, Indiana, starting at point guard is Grace Sieber. At the 2 guard is Maddie Hamilton. Starting at small forward is Bree Schlemmer. At the 4 is Brooke Davis. And at the 5 is Amaya Williams. For the Lady Jays of North Judson, Indiana, starting at point guard is Avery Johnston. At the 2 is Kaylin Tunis. Starting small forward is Reagan Hensley. At the 4 is Kylie Lehigh. And at the 5 is McKinley Dushak. That is our KVB starting lineups as we will be back to get set for tip-off. Hey, you are listening to KVB's WKVI.
In 49 other states, it's just basketball. But this is Indiana. Stay tuned for more in-game action with Mitch Columbi on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Real magic is everywhere. It's in your mom's cooking. In 4-hour dinners with friends. In that first bite of something new. And in the fizz of a Coca-Cola. Now with so many options for less than $5, the Coca-Cola Value Collection will help you make the most out of every magic moment for so much less. Taste the magic for less with Coca-Cola.
BP gasoline with Invigorate helps clean your engine and can give you more miles per tank. Continuous use may result in the following pleasant side effects: excessive smiling, feeling more relaxed, taking more drives just because, volunteering for carpool twice in a row, and bragging to your friends about how you use our best fuel ever. To find out if BP gasoline with Invigorate is right for you, stop by your local station to discover our best fuel ever. Versus minimum detergent gas, average restored 3 to 5 miles per tank, based on fleet testing and based on what you drive and how you drive.
High school sports brought to you by Zingo Express.
Since 1936, Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning have always taken pride in doing the job right. Third-generation owner Brian Hammond and his family have always set the standard when it comes to taking care of all your heating and cooling needs. Making your home a comfortable home is the absolute top priority. If you are uncomfortable in your home, give them a call at 574-936-4660. Follow them on Facebook. Let Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning help you take control of your comfort.
In 49 other states, it's just basketball. But this is Indiana. Stay tuned for more in-game action with Mitch Columbi on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Pulaski Memorial Hospital. Quality care closer to home. Pulaski Memorial Hospital is all about community and keeping our community spotlight shining on the accomplishments of our youth. That's why PMH is proud to be a sponsor of our local high school sports action on WKVI, our community radio station. Pulaski Memorial Hospital. Quality care closer to home.
The Stark County Co-op has been a member-owned farm services co-op in Stark County since 1928. That's over 90 years, and they're still providing the same quality agronomy services to the farming community of Stark and surrounding counties. The Stark County Co-op is an LP and fuel provider. The Stark County Co-op purchases grain at both locations, Hamlet and Brems. You can reach them by phone at 1-800-782-3392.
Culver's Portside Marina handles all water and recreational needs. When it comes to pontoons, Godfrey leads the industry in performance and quality, and Portside Marina has them in stock. From Sanpan, Aqua Patio, Sweetwater, and Monaco pontoons, if you're looking for a family boat, Culver's Portside Marina can help. Discover the evolution of the wake boat through luxury models offered from Centurion and Supreme Surf Boats. Yamaha Wave Runners and Kawasaki jet skis are on the showroom floor waiting. Located at 514 West Mill Street in Culver. Stop in or call them at 574-842-5000. Culver's Portside Marina.
The tradition continues with Mitch Columbi on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
From John R. Nelson Gymnasium in Culver, Indiana, welcome to game number 10 of our Indiana high school basketball season between the Culver Lady Cavaliers and the North Judson-San Pierre Lady Blue Jays. I am Mitch Columbi. The tradition continues here on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting as WKVI will always be there. We also want to let you know about Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WYMR. Join the boss, Tony Ross, on Max 98.3 FM every day as well for even more content involving your area. Between WYMR and WKVI, Kankakee Valley Broadcasting has you covered. Don't hesitate to follow us on social media. We are on Instagram at WKVI Sports, on X, formerly Twitter at KVB Sports, and on Facebook at Sports to the Max for all Kankakee Valley Broadcasting sports content. You can listen to us on your phone. Just go to one of our social media sites I mentioned and tap the link on our page. No excuses. We are literally in the palm of your hand. Well, we are proud to let you know the PA announcer tonight at the newly refurbished John R. Nelson Gymnasium is our old friend Paul Dunn. The clock operator is Trevor Weldon. The scorekeeper is Patty Harrell. Our officials for this evening are Aaron Walters, Brian Barger, and Jason McCamick. With us tonight, breaking things down and analyzing play, we are honored to have third-generation owner Brian Hammond of Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning as our sports analyst. Brian, we look around our area teams, and we see the Winnemac Lady Warriors 8-4 right now, a much better season than last year as they host Tippecanoe Valley tonight. I know you have a little connection with Tippy Valley.
I do. Their girls are pretty good, too, over there, so that should be a hot matchup to see tonight.
Yeah, well, and then also in Pulaski County, the West Central Lady Trojans are 6-6 right now. They are hosting Tri-County as we are set for Indiana High School girls basketball action from Culver, Indiana. Amaya Williams and Kylie Lehigh in the center. The tip is up. The Web Printing and JT Shirt Shack tip is up and away, and the ball goes sailing out of bounds, last touched by the Lady Cavs. So their first turnover here early, Brian.
Yep, that was an issue last week.
So here are the Lady Jays with the ball, bringing it up court. They've got some pressure from Grace Sieber and Maddie Hamilton. The Jays almost throw it away. They save it, though. Here's a right elbow shot from number 11 for the Lady Jays. That was Kaylin Tunis, no good, and it goes out of bounds. Last touched by the Lady Jays. So here are the Lady Cavs on the other side of the floor. It's Amaya Williams getting it back up top to number 21. Stolen by the Lady Jays, and here comes Kylie Lehigh all the way, coast to coast. No good on the left-handed layup, and rebounded by Amaya Williams on the inside, and a jump ball's called. It's going to stay here. So quickly, out of bounds play underneath her own basket. Avery Johnston to take it out. She kicks it up top to number 24, Reagan Hensley. Hensley finds Lehigh on the extended wing, the far side of the court. She's looking inside, nothing there. Then back up top to number 11, Kaylin Tunis. Kicks it over to Hensley. Fakes the three, drives in, back out. Avery Johnson in the corner, almost blocked by Amaya Williams. Avery Johnson drives around baseline, kicks it back up top to Hensley. No good on the three, and rebounded by Brooke Davis, and then a foul's called on the Jays.
Yeah, I noticed Brooke Davis in the starting lineup tonight over Alexa O'Brien. I don't know how I missed that earlier. As one of those freshmen that played really good at Oregon Davis.
Ooh, and the Cavs are going to throw it away. Pressure from the Jays, and the ball goes out of bounds. Unfortunate there, so the Lady Jays have another opportunity. That foul a moment ago was on Kylie Lehigh, her first of the night, and she is inbounding off the out-of-bounds play. She gets it to Avery Johnston, drives in, pops it from 14, no good. Rebounded Grace Sieber. Here she comes all the way, 1-on-2. Bumps into Reagan Hensley and then brings it back out to the corner. Reagan steals it, another turnover for the Cavs, and then the Cavs almost come up with a steal, and then a foul's called here on the floor. Foul on Reagan Hensley. So the Cavs get it back here. Sideline out of bounds play. The Brooke Davis will take it out for the Cavs. She kicks it back court. This is number 21, Maddie Hamilton. Looks like another turnover there for the Cavs. The Lady Jays pick it up, and on the other end of the floor, they're going to throw it away.
A little rough start both ways.
Sloppy
a little sloppy early.
Something you kind of talked about on the pregame show. You got to keep the turnovers from happening like that.
I like Culver's looking a little more inspired tonight.
Stolen by Avery Johnston. Here she comes. And a blocking foul's called. Sorry to interrupt you there.
That's okay.
Another turnover for the Cavs. She will go to the line to shoot two, Avery Johnston. But, yeah, continue your thought there.
Yeah, they're looking a little more inspired tonight. Offense maybe shuffling around a little bit better. Hopefully that translates into more buckets.
Johnston at the line. First free throw is no good. Still scoreless here with 6:20 to go in the first quarter. Not anymore. Avery Johnston hits the second of two. 1-0, the Lady Jays lead, and the Cavs push it forward. Stolen back by Avery Johnston on the other end of the floor. Here come the Jays. She finds it to the corner. Kaylin Tunis pops it from the corner, 15 feet. She got slapped in the hand, but no foul called. Goes out of bounds, last touched by the Cavs, so an out-of-bounds play for the Jays here. Johnston to take it out. Kicks it back up top to Reagan Hensley. Hensley to the corner. Avery Johnston trying to drive baseline on Brooke Davis. She does. Stops. Gets it to number 30. Inside. No good for McKinley Dushak. Rebounded by Kylie Lehigh. She finds Kaylin Tunis at the free throw line, who drives in. No good from about a 6-foot shot, but she's fouled and will go to the line here. Ooh.
Number 2 on Grace Sieber.
That is unfortunate there. First of 2 is good from Kaylin Tunis. Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Nepco Crane and Equipment Services, specializing in mobile crane service. Call Joe Nepp at 1-800-590-2272 for all your residential, commercial, and agricultural crane needs. Tunis hits the second. 3-0, the Jays lead, and now the full court pressure causes the Cavs to, they lose it. It goes out of bounds unofficially. That's their 8th turnover here in the first.
Yeah, the full court press is frustrating them early here.
Reagan Hensley to get it in for the Lady Jays. They do to Avery Johnston. Back to Hensley, now to the corner. This is number 30, McKinley Dushak from 15. No good. Fight for the rebound. Jump ball is called, and it will be in Lady Cavalier favor here. Still feeling each other out here in the early going.
Yeah, you got to find a way to beat this press. If you can beat the press, you can get that pressure taken off you.
The Cavs push it forward to Amaya Williams. Now back out to the corner. It's Maddie Hamilton. To the top of the key, Grace Sieber, no good for 3. Rebounded by Reagan Hensley, and here they come. Hensley. Oh, my goodness. Puts a floater up from the left side of the court baseline, and she gets it to go. 5-0, the Lady Jays lead here with 5:15 to go in the opening quarter. Lady Cavs push it forward to Brianna Schlemmer. Schlemmer to Grace Sieber, driving baseline, and she stepped on the line, Brian.
Yeah, they don't have anybody at the point on this full court press. Normally, watching a lot of basketball in my days, you normally have somebody playing center point there that they can move the ball up through the field, and they're getting trapped in that back court there.
Jays pushing it forward now. Some pressure from the Lady Cavs, but it didn't matter as they get the easy right-hand layup. 7-0 here, under 5 minutes to go. Almost stolen it. Oh my goodness, Amaya Williams saves it. Now she's driving baseline, and she's going to pick up a foul, a blocking foul at that, from Reagan Hensley.
That is her second as well.
Out of bounds play underneath their own basket for the Lady Cavs. Brooke Davis to take it out. Reagan Hensley will take a seat. Looks like we're going to see Anna Garbison check in for the Lady Jays. They get it into Amaya Williams at the block. Back out to the corner. Brooke Davis tried to drive baseline, then gets it to Amaya Williams, who's at the extended wing here. Back up top, swings it over to Maddie Hamilton. Hamilton with the ball, hand off to Grace Sieber. Here she comes, driving in, dump off to Amaya Williams, puts up the shot, no good. Rebound, Brooke Davis, blocked by Avery Johnston, and it goes out of bounds. It will stay here, Lady Cavalier basketball.
I like the ball movement. They got a nice look. You just got to finish.
You just got to finish. It was a nice play, too. They get it in to Maddie Hamilton, who then swings it back up top to number 30. That is Alexa O'Brien. Now to Amaya Williams. She gets it to Grace Sieber, almost stolen by Avery Johnson. She hits the deck, saved by Alexa O'Brien, and she kicks it back over to Maddie Hamilton, and they're going to reset here coming up on 4 minutes to go in the opening quarter. Mitch Columbia along with sports analyst Brian Hammond. Thank you for being here. Grace Sieber driving to the right elbow, back out to Alexa O'Brien. Now inside. Oh, and a foul's called. Kylie Lehigh got her hand in there, but we'll see if the foul, the foul is on number 30 there for the Lady Jays, McKinley Dushak, her first of the night. So Brooke Davis to take it out underneath her own basket for the Lady Cavs. She kicks it up top to Amaya Williams, then swings it over. Grace Sieber pops the three. No good, and it goes out of bounds. The Lady Cavs are really having a hard time adjusting tonight.
Yeah, it's 7-0, but it doesn't feel like 7-0, Mitch.
Yeah, it feels like it's still 0-0. And Avery Johnston gets fouled by Grace Sieber. That's
her third.
I know. It's a little touchy there. So Bree Schlemmer's going to check in for her, and Grace Sieber will have a seat here in the early going. Unfortunate there.
I agreed with the other block they called on her, but that
was a
tough one to take right there.
Cavs what look like they're in a zone here defensively. Anna Garbison, it's stolen by the Lady Cavs and then stolen back by Kylie Lehigh. My goodness. Big time three on the way from Avery Johnston, and she's fouled. She's going to go to the line for three
Yeah, they're
here.
calling that on Brooke Davis.
My goodness. So an opportunity here to make it a 10-point ball game.
Is it just me, or is it every game I do?
There's a lot of fouls.
A lot of fouls.
Quick whistles here at the early going, that's for sure. Same thing happened to the Bobcat game last week.
Yeah, it's just it is a contact sport a little bit.
It used to be. I remember getting banged up down there or down low. That wasn't fun, man. Bumping.
I don't know if you remember the '89 Detroit Pistons defense.
Oh, man. Of course, I didn't see them, but
Yeah.
I've watched the videos.
They would have a heyday calling fouls on them.
So she only makes one of three, and the Lady Cavs are going to beat the full court press. It's Brooke Davis to Bree Schlemmer in the far extended wing. Almost stolen by Avery Johnston, and it goes sailing out of bounds as today's broadcast is brought to you in part by First Farmers Bank and Trust, providing state-of-the-art banking with old-fashioned service. We thank them for supporting local high school sports and helping continue the tradition on KVB's WKVI. Maddie Hamilton brings it across half court with 3:20 to go here in the first quarter. She swings it over to Bree Schlemmer, then to the corner of Maya Williams, the far corner. Inside to Brooke Davis, then swings it out up top. This is number 30 for three. No good by Alexa O'Brien, and rebounded Kylie Lehigh, and here come the Lady Jays. Lehigh pushing it forward to the far corner. It's number 11. She gets elbowed, nothing called. Kaylin Tunis with the ball. She tried to get it back to Avery Johnston. A hand in there by the Lady Cavs, and it goes out of bounds. It'll stay here.
Brooke Davis is aggressive.
She is.
She is in your face. I like it.
Jays get it into Lehigh here. Far side of the court. She kicks it top of the key. This is Avery Johnston. Now to the corner to Anna Garbison. Fakes the three. Drives baseline. No good. Rebounded to Maya Williams. And here come the Lady Cavs. Maddie Hamilton with the ball. Bringing it forward. Crossing half court. Bree Schlemmer pops the three. No good. Rebounded inside to Maya Williams. Blocked from behind by Avery Johnston. Here comes Kylie Lehigh on the rebound. Resets the offense. That zone from the Cavs. Oh, Lehigh drives off her, bounces off her foot. She dives on it.
That's jump ball.
Wow. So a jump ball is called. It'll stay here. Lady J basketball. And Kaylin Tunis to take it out here.
That was a good hustle by Brooke Davis to get that jump ball. Fortunately, it was in the Jays' favor there, the possession arrow. Another foul. They're going to call that on 40. That's Brooke Davis.
So this puts Lehigh at the line, as that was the Cavs' fifth foul here in this quarter. She's going to shoot two. As today's game is also brought to you in part by Howard's Marathon of Winnemac, serving Pulaski County for 44 years. Call 574-946-6894 and ask for Howard or Dean. We thank them for supporting local high school sports and being part of this wonderful tradition. Lehigh misses the first of two. Second is up, away, and a swish. 9-0, the Lady Jays lead here with 2:20 to go. Stolen by Kylie Lehigh, and her layup is good. It almost rattled out. That's why I hesitated, but she gets it to go, and a timeout by Coach Neese. He wants to have a chat here as the Lady Jays are having their way 11-0 here.
Yeah, so, Lehigh finally getting on the – I was going to make a comment. I mean, if you're Culver, you got to be happy. You don't have a point on the board, but you've held Lehigh to 0, and you're really only down 9, and they just got to find a way to get the ball in the hole at this point.
No, I know. It's just been tough for the Cavs right now. They got to get points on the board, as it's just been that kind of night.
Yeah, everything else has been pretty even. Pretty even. Thank you. Thank you.
Clock is stopped at 2:14 here in the first quarter.
It's just what I wanted for dessert after dinner. Microphone.
Yeah, I know. You got to get her in there, man. Amaya Williams gets it to Maddie Hamilton. Hamilton, top of the key. Almost lost it off her foot. She swings it over to Alex O'Brien. Bryan dribbling. Stolen by number 21, Kaya Burkett, and here come the Lady Jays. All the way to Kylie Lehigh on the far side of the court. She drives in, puts up the layup, and she gets it to go. Lehigh was taken care of, like Brian just said a moment ago, for the majority of this quarter, but now the last couple of minutes have been her quarter. As here are the Lady Cavs with the ball on the other side of the floor. They find Brooke Davis in the corner. Now back up top, Maddie Hamilton. Hamilton now over to Alex O'Brien. Back to Hamilton. Hamilton now over to Brooke Davis. Ooh, looking inside to Amaya Williams, nothing there. She brings it back up top, stolen by Kylie Lehigh. Here comes Kylie, coast to coast, puts up the left-hand layup, and she gets it to go. 15-0 here. 1 minute to go in the opening quarter, and the Cavs need points.
She is heating up. She's got like 3 steals, 4 steals maybe.
Hamilton, near side of the court, driving baseline, pops it back up top in the corner. This is Amaya Williams now inside to Brooke Davis, stolen by guess who? Kylie Lehigh. Last 50 seconds here of the opening quarter to the corner. Anna Garbison, far corner, looking inside, nothing there. Swings it top of the key to Avery Johnston. Skip pass, puts a layup up off the drive, no good, but she is fouled by number
51.
Amaya Williams.
That's her first.
Her first of the night, as this puts Avery Johnston at the line. Tonight's game is sponsored in part by McGrath Refrigeration, a family-owned business since 1967, and your local Armstrong Air dealer. Call them for all your heating and cooling needs at 574-772-3575. We also thank Farm Fertilizers for sponsoring tonight's broadcast. Call them at 574-867-2441. That's Farm Fertilizer, helping to move the bar on yield and crop investment returns. Missed the second free throw, rebounded by Hamilton, up to Amaya Williams, crosses half court. Last 30 seconds here of the opening quarter. 16-0, the Lady Jays lead. Amaya Williams inside to Bree Schlemmer, turning around from the post, nothing there. She does get the pass away to Alexa O'Brien, no good, and rebounded by
Amaya Williams. She got fouled there?
Yeah, it looks like she got fouled on the rebound on number 15, Avery Johnston. So this puts Amaya Williams at the line, as that was the Lady Jays' 5th foul in this quarter, stopping the clock at 22.1 seconds. First points on the board for the Cavs could happen here, and it does. Amaya Williams makes it happen, 16-1 here in the first. That could open things up for him, Brian.
Yeah, she's down in there getting that rebound, comes up with 2 free throws. Got to capitalize.
Couldn't get the second free throw to go. Rebounded by Gracie Minix, who checked in a moment ago. The Lady Jays push it forward, and too far ahead of Avery Johnston. It goes out of bounds. So a turnover for the Lady Jays, their 5th unofficially I have for this quarter.
They're going to move quickly, 10 seconds.
Schlemmer now crosses half court for the last 5 seconds. She has the ball. She steps up, pops the 3, top of the key. Splash, big time 3 to end the quarter, 16-4.
That's a great way to end it. Step up, make it 3. We got points on the board. Second quarter, I mean, once they start falling, then they start falling. You got to minimize those turnovers. You know, that zone defense the Lady Jays are playing is stifling, but there's got to, you got to figure out a way to beat it. You got to just more movement on offense, just like what we said against Oregon Davis. That they stand, they need to move more and just find openings to cut through that zone defense. I mean, it can happen. You got to want it.
16-4 is the end of the first. We're going to step away and take a break with them. You're listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
When you grow up on the land, you have an appreciation for it. When you grow up and work on a family farm, on land that is shared by members of a family, all working together as a team, that appreciation grows even more. They know what it's like to work as a team to get the job done. At Lawrence Farms of Knox, Todd and Josh Lawrence and family support the local high school teams and wish them success all through the season.
Mark's Body Shop in Knox is proud to be part of the broadcast this evening. If you ever need collision repair, contact Mark at 574-772-7003. Mark told me they are hiring. Get your applications ready and turned in for consideration at Mark's Body Shop. in Knox. We go to the second quarter. Mitch Columbia along with sports analyst Brian Hammond. We're so glad you've joined us. Back in action here at John R. Nelson Gymnasium. A turnover sees the Lady Jays take over here as the Cavs tried to get it inside. It looks like Giselle Villegas just checked in here. No, turnover for the Jays, excuse me. So the Cavs take over the possession. My apologies.
Yeah, Brianna Schlemmer kind of stepping up here big while Grace still sitting on the bench here. She's playing tough out there. Hit that big three at the end. Created a turnover. Here's another one. Oh,
couldn't
close.
Get the fadeaway from the corner about 15 feet out. No good, and rebounded Lady Jays. Here comes Kaya Burkett bringing it across half court. She gets it to Gracie Minnick. Stolen back by Alexa O'Brien. That's what they need. And she gets it to Maddie Hamilton. Here in the second quarter, 16-4. The Lady Jays lead the Lady Cavs. Maddie Hamilton to the corner. Bree Schlemmer thought about a three. No. Drives baseline, and she's called for a double dribble. Unofficially, I have that as their 15th turnover here in the first half.
It's been a plague of turnovers.
Coming up on 7 minutes to go in the second at that. Other end of the floor, stolen back by the Lady Cavs.
That's
Maddie
the third
Hamilton.
turnover for the Cavaliers this quarter.
Yeah. The Jays are having trouble to start the second. The Cavs are taking advantage of it. Now let's see if they can get points on the board. Alexa O'Brien pops the three in the corner. No good, and rebounded by number 52, Gracie Minnick of the North Judson-San Pierre Lady Blue Jays. And here they come. It's Kaylin Tunis driving in, puts up the left-hand layup. No good, and rebounded Bree Schlemmer here. Schlemmer gets it to Maddie Hamilton. Still pressure from Anna Garbison and the Lady Jays, but Hamilton gets across half court to the corner to Bree Schlemmer. Pops the three. No good. And rebounded by Kaya Burkett. Amaya Williams now on the floor trying to get a hold of it. And they're going to say it's last touched by the Jays, so it'll stay here.
Yeah, are they calling it out of bounds? She must have been on the line when she touched it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm seeing.
So an out of bounds play underneath their own basket for the Lady Cavs. Maddie Hamilton to take it out. Here come picks. They get it into Amaya Williams down low, and then a whistle. We'll see what they're calling. They're calling it on Gracie Minnick, excuse me. A little too aggressive down low. I didn't see it, but they did. So they get it into Amaya Williams. She's triple team. Back up top to Alexa O'Brien, who pops the three. No good, and rebounded by McKinley Dushak. Kaylin Tunis now with the ball crossing half court for the Jays. She gets it to Gracie Minnick, 15 feet in the corner, no good, and rebounded by Anna Garbison, so it stays here for a second chance opportunity. She drives inside, no good, almost lost it, picked up by number 30 for the Lady Jays. That was McKinley Dushak. Her putback's no good, and rebounded by Giselle Villegas, who's doubled on the far side of the court, and a foul is called on a Lady Jay here. They're going to call it on 52, Gracie Minnick, her second, and she's going to check out, and checking in is Grace Craig, the sophomore. Full court pressure from the Lady Jays here as the Cavs get it in. Schlemmer up top, crosses half court to Amaya Williams. She's at the top of the key, back to Bree Schlemmer, who then kicks it back to the volleyball line, which is where Maddie Hamilton is. Hamilton driving inside, dump off pass to the post player, Amaya Williams. Her turnaround shot's no good, but she's fouled and she'll go to the line.
That's what we gotta. That's what you gotta do. Get it down low to that girl. Figure out a way to get through that zone.
Well, you can tell the Lady Jays are definitely paying attention to her. They do not want to let her take over this game. They know she's dangerous if she can. She misses the first of two. As Zingo Express in Knox is a proud sponsor of tonight's action. Stop by Zingo Express in Knox and fuel up both you and your vehicle the Zingo Express way. Tonight's game is also brought to you in part by Todd and Josh Lawrence of Lawrence Farms. We thank Todd and Josh Lawrence for supporting local high school sports. Second free throw, no good from Amaya Williams, and rebounded by Kylie Lehigh. Here she comes, pushing the tempo. Picks up her dribble, back to the corner. Anna Garbison driving baseline, puts up the layup. No good, but a foul is called.
32.
Bree Schlemmer. Her first, and at the line is Anna Garbison.
Grace Sieber checked back in on the last free throw that Amaya Williams took.
Yeah, it's been a few moments since we've seen her. She got into foul trouble in the first.
I was wondering if they're going to get her back in this quarter or wait later. I don't know how much longer you can wait down now. 12.
Yep. Garbison missed the first of two. The second is no good either, and rebounded Bree Schlemmer, which is who fouled her. Now up to Grace Sieber, pushing the tempo to the corner. Giselle Villegas pops a deep two. No good. Rebounded by Williams.
Rebound.
No good on the put back. And then a foul is called as the Cavs are fighting here. So it's an out of they're calling the foul on
Giselle
Villegas. So that means the Jays will take over. And Avery Johnson will kick it to Kaylin Tunis and cross half court. Back to Kaya Burkett. Then up top, number 5. That's Grace Craig, stolen by Amaya Williams. Here she comes, coast to coast.
They're calling a chart. Oh, my.
So they are calling.
They're calling that a charge.
A charge here on Amaya Williams. Wow. So the Jays have the ball here and cross half court. They kick it to Kaya Burkett on the near sideline. Back up top to Avery Johnson. Johnson with Giselle Villegas on her. Cross court pass. Puts up a shot. No good by Kaylin Tunis. And then a fight for the rebound. The Cavs touch it last. It goes out of bounds. It'll stay here, Lady J basketball.
I'm not sure what the coach's speech was in between quarters, but it's got the Cavaliers playing even more inspired.
The Jays get it into Kylie Lehigh, who drives inside, puts up a left-hand shot. No good. Rebounded by Grace Sieber. And then they're calling it out on Grace.
Yeah, it went off her leg.
Another turnover for the Lady Cavs here. 16-4, 4:30 to go here in the second quarter. Out of bounds play underneath their own basket for the Lady Jays. They get it in to Grace Craig. No good from 14 in the corner and rebounded by the Cavs. Pushing it forward. It's Grace Sieber all the way. And she gets the right hand layup to go. 16-6, a 10-point ball game. The Lady Jays lead. Avery Johnston to the corner. Kaylin Tunis back to Johnston. Swings it over. Kylie Lehigh, top of the key. Then back over to Tunis. Then to Johnston. Johnston, hesitation. Drives in. Pops it from 14. No good. And then it goes out of bounds. It will be Lady Cav basketball.
I think the aggression of the Lady Cavs is starting to frustrate the Lady Jays a little bit. You can kind of see it in their face that they're like, these girls are aggressive, and it's starting to get to them a little bit, which that could favor the Cavs.
We're going to see Molly Madsen check in as Gracie Minix checked out. And then it's stolen from the Cavs by Kylie Lehigh, and she comes on the fast break. And then a foul is called on the floor during the fast break. They're calling it on number 20 for the Cavaliers, Giselle Villegas.
We did not see Giselle last week, but man, she's quick. She came flying out of the corner to catch her half a court.
She has over 100 career goals on the soccer team here at Culver.
Oh, she's okay, so that's the soccer girl.
Yep, she's very talented. Missed shot from 15 by Kylie Lehigh. Inside, put back no good, and rebounded Amaya Williams, and now they're going to call a foul on a Lady J here. A lot of calls are being made tonight, but on both teams. It's been pretty even.
Yeah,
for both teams.
Yeah,
here
they're keeping it. They're calling it both ways. They're calling it. How do I say consistently? So I mean, that's just going to have to be a halftime adjustment you make as a coach, and just say, hey, okay, this is what they're calling, and we got to make an adjustment to that. Got to move, girls.
The Cavs are going to bring it forward. Stolen back by Reagan Hensley.
Ooh.
And
we're on the wrong side to know.
Yeah, last touch by Brianna Schlemmer, so it'll stay here. Lady J basketball. Reagan Hensley to get it to the corner. It's Molly Madsen driving baseline. Her shot's no good. Back out up top. Big time three on the way. Reagan Hensley, splash. 19-6, 3:17 to go here. Full court pressure from the Jays. Grace Sieber breaks it. And now the Jays are going to settle down into a man-to-man. Thank you, Chris McGowan, for reaching out. Big-time shot from Bree Schlemmer, top of the key, no good. And it's last touched by the Cavs. Amaya Williams on the inside. The Jays have been in a man-to-man for most of the night. Shout out to Chris McGowan. Hope you're enjoying your evening. The Lady Tigers and Chris McGowan are undefeated right now. The best start to Tri-Township Lady Tiger history. As here on the other side of the floor, Avery Johnson's got the ball inside to Molly Matson. Puts up the layup, no good. Almost rebounded by Kylie Lehigh, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by her. It'll stay Lady Cavalier basketball. Schlemmer. Full court pressure from the Jays, and they almost come up with another steal, but it goes out of bounds, and it will stay Lady Cavalier basketball. So the Cavs to get it in here, back court to Grace Sieber, and she'll bring it across the timeline. 19-6, 2:30 to go here in the first half. Alexa O'Brien gets it to the far corner. Grace Sieber driving baseline, puts up the layup, no good. Rebounded by Amaya Williams. Her putback's no good. She gets another rebound, and then whistles on the inside.
Rebound number 8 for Amaya Williams.
So that puts Amaya Williams at the line, shooting 2 here. First free throw's up away, and no good from Amaya Williams. She's had trouble at the free throw line tonight.
She's getting to the line now. We just got to make the buckets. That could, I mean, you're talking 4 points, 19-10 instead of 19-6. That's a different ball game.
Second free throw on the way, no good. And rebounded Lady Jays. Here they come, pushing it forward to Avery Johnston. She's driving baseline, and another whistle on the floor here. We'll see who it's on.
Oh no, Grace. That's number 4. That is unfortunate.
That is hard. Main player on the team is picked up their 4th foul. You're going to be sitting a lot of the 3rd, I assume, unless they risk her. So this puts Avery Johnston at the line, actually, as that was the 5th foul for the Culver Lady Cavaliers in this quarter. First free throw from Johnston is no good.
A lot of missed free throws tonight, both ways. You know, the Lady Cavs were able to manage keeping, you know, with Grace not on the floor, they kept them scoreless. I mean, that's only their 4th point of the game, or of the quarter.
Right, and the next free throw does go through. And then the Lady Jays, the Cavs almost got a hand in it. Yeah, the Cavs almost got a hand in it, but it goes out of bounds. Lady J basketball. Underneath her own basket. Stolen by Brooke Davis. Here she comes, coast to coast, puts up the right-hand layup. No good. Rebounded by Brooke Davis. She gets her own rebound. Dump off to Amaya Williams, then finds Alexa O'Brien. No good. And rebounded by Reagan Hensley. And here come the Lady Jays. It's Avery Johnston back up top to Hensley. Hensley spinning around. Finds space back up top now to Kaya Burkett, who then entry past the number 5, Grace Craig, and she gets the right-hand layup to go. 22-6. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Full court pressure from the Lady Jays is still on. Lady Cavs having trouble with it here. It's Maddie Hamilton pushing it forward, stolen by Reagan Hensley, and then it goes out of bounds. So it will stay Lady Cav basketball. They get it in to Bree Schlemmer in the corner. Fakes the 3, drives around, pops it from 15, and no good. It goes out of bounds. It'll stay here, though. Last touch by Lady J. So Brooke Davis to take it out. Out of bounds play underneath her own basket. She slaps the ball. Here come picks. She gets it to the corner, Maddie Hamilton, but it's touched by Avery Johnston, and it goes out of bounds. So again, out of bounds play underneath her own basket for the Lady Cavs. Davis to take it out. My goodness.
That was a
quick 5 seconds.
Quick 5 seconds.
Very quick 5 seconds. And a turnover for the Cavs here. Unofficially, I have 20 turnovers.
I'm glad I wasn't the only one that noticed how quick that 5 was.
No,
I only thought it was 3.
Yeah, it was a fast 5. As here are the Lady Jays on the other side of the floor. It's Kaya Burkett pops the 3. No good. Rebounded by Williams. Williams with the ball. Back to Maddie Hamilton. Hamilton across the timeline. She's got Avery Johnston on her. Almost lost it. Picks up her dribble now. Back over to Giselle Villegas. Now back over to Hamilton. Hamilton at the volleyball line. 1 minute to go here in the first half. Dump off to Brooke Davis. Driving baseline, and she dribbled on the line for another turnover, Brian. On the other end of the floor, it's Kaylin Tunis popping a 3. Huge shot. 25-6, a 19-point lead now for the Lady Jays. And then Amaya Williams is going to travel. Just a first half you want to forget if you're a Culver Lady Cavalier.
It's leaving me speechless over here.
It's tough. It's tough right now for the Cavs. That's about all we can say. As here, stolen back by Maddie Hamilton, though, if she's going to have something to say. And now here she comes, crossing the timeline. Last 30 seconds of the first half. To the corner, Bree Schlemmer looking inside, nothing there. She does. Entry pass stolen by number 30, McKinley Dushak. And then it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Schlemmer.
Oh, no, they're calling a foul on Schlemmer.
Oh, they're calling a foul on Schlemmer.
Calling
Gee whiz. So she reached in off the errant entry pass, and they're going to put McKinley Dushak at the line here for 2. Stops the clock at 19.7 seconds. Dushak's first free throw is up, away, and no good.
I mean, if the Lady Jays were knocking all these free throws down, this game would be way more lopsided.
Yeah, I know. Second free throw from Dushak is good. 26-6, a 20-point ball game here in the first half with 19.7 seconds to go. They get it into Maddie Hamilton across the half-court line. She gets it over to Brooke Davis. Brooke Davis with the ball back to Hamilton at the volleyball line. Steps up, looks for a 3, no good. Dump off to Amaya Williams inside at the right elbow. She brings it back out to the corner, Bree Schlemmer. Last 3 seconds here. She's got to do something. Picks up her dribble. Last 1 second. Double dribble called. And they're just going to end the first half, as that will be the end of the first half, 26-6. Boy, this is a tough one for the Lady Cavs, but we are going to take a break and come back for the Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning halftime show. For sports analyst Brian Hamm and I'm Mitch Columbi. You're listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
At First Farmers Bank and Trust, we know while harvest may be wrapping up, the work is not done. Taking care of livestock, maintaining equipment, planning for the next season, and managing financials keeps farmers and farm families busy throughout the holidays. Laying the groundwork for a successful 2024 means next year's laborers will reap higher rewards. I'm Isaac Blue, Ag Banker at First Farmers Bank and Trust. When you're ready to make a plan for next year's financial success, come into our branch in North Judson, Knox, or Culver, or visit ffbt.com to learn more. First Farmers Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
In 49 other states, it's just basketball. But this is Indiana. Stay tuned for more in-game action with Mitch Columbi on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
BP gasoline with Invigorate helps clean your engine and can give you more miles per tank. Continuous use may result in the following pleasant side effects: excessive smiling, feeling more relaxed, taking more drives just because, volunteering for carpool twice in a row, and bragging to your friends about how you use our best fuel ever. To find out if BP gasoline with Invigorate is right for you, stop by your local station to discover our best fuel ever. Versus minimum detergent gas. Average restored 3 to 5 miles per tank, based on fleet testing and based on what you drive and how you drive.
High school sports brought to you by Zingo Express.
Welcome to the Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Halftime Show on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI. Here's Mitch Columbi.
26-6 the scores here at the halftime from John R. Nelson Gymnasium. I'm Mitch Columbi. The tradition continues here on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting as WKVI will always be there. I am joined by our sports analyst Brian Hammond, and we also have a special guest here up here in the KVB booth. We've got Rusty Nixon in the house. What's up, Rusty?
Well, you made an old man walk up the stairs to get here.
Well,
so
I wanted to get your steps in.
I get my steps in, but my knees are saying, why? Why?
Well, I haven't had a chance to talk with you on the air. Of all the employees we have at KVB, you're the one guy I have yet to talk with on the air. So I texted you. You didn't answer. You didn't see my text. You were taking pictures. I know you're busy tonight. What do you put your pilot hat on tonight?
Yeah, my pilot hat is on tonight. Well, the pilot news hat is on tonight.
Okay.
I'm not a pilot. But,
right.
But, we're covering this for tonight, and it's it'll be in the pilot news tomorrow with coach's comments.
Boy, that's fast turnaround. Well, Rusty, I wanted to bring you on. You know, you're not just you don't just work for the pilot. You also work for KVB's WYMR, Max 98.3 FM, but you have been doing every Plymouth home and away game on Max 98.3. Max983.net, excuse me, I had to think about that, on Max983.net. And I just think that's so cool that not only are we able to have Tony Ross cover the schools throughout Marshall County in that area, but also cover Plymouth sports home and away. And, boy, we got you on our team, and we're so happy to have you, Rusty. I mean, honestly, what an honor to talk with Plymouth's voice. I mean, seriously, it's an honor.
Well, it's nice that you guys let the JV come up and get a little playing time here every now and then. But,
JV,
have you met Brian
the freshman
Hammond?
team over
I met Brian Hammond.
This is a guy I listened to on the radio back in the day.
Okay, well, tell me some stories. Well, tell me some stories.
Pizza and a polish.
Oh, yeah, I remember Pizza and a Polish. Yeah, that was,
we used to call in every Wednesday, Pizza and a Polish. He had and your co-host there was a Minnesota Vikings fan.
Well, that was Joe McKee, and then Mark Lindsay, who's on the morning show over at Max.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, they your co-host and I used to cry about the Vikings, and we still do, and I don't know who our starting quarterback is this week. I think it's going to be Nick Mullins, but
I didn't tell you they called me.
Yeah, they called.
I got some eligibility left, so I'll be suiting up again.
Well, Rusty, talk to us about upcoming games that you're going to be having for the Plymouth Pilgrims, or if you can remember any off the top of your head. I know they all blend together.
It's a big weekend. We've got boys tomorrow at Northwood, and that will be on Max 98. And then Saturday we're going to stream the girls' game from Plymouth. Northwood is playing them. It's Northwood weekend at Plymouth. So those are the next two. And then next week I think we got South Bend Riley on Tuesday for the boys. So that ought to be interesting.
That's going to be a matchup Friday night. Tomorrow night, Northwood, defending state champs, and they're still good.
I'm going to say what you do for an encore is just do it again. They got a lot of guys, a lot of really good players.
Yes. I mean,
yeah.
Well, I don't really know much about Plymouth because I don't cover Plymouth. So tell me about some people, some guys on the Plymouth team, some girls on the Plymouth team that people are going to hear on the radio when you're broadcasting.
Well, for the guys, for both teams, there's going to be a lot of folks. But for the guys, Caden Ellery is just –
Is he a senior this year?
No, he's a junior.
Yeah. Wow. I watched him his freshman year.
Well, you could tell he was going to be that good as a freshman, but he has really put it together. Kobe Walters is having – and once again, he's another guy. You saw it as a freshman. For some reason this year the light went off, and he has been really good. They got a lot of guys that are defenders, and they rotate them in. They're about 8 deep, but those are the two guys offensively that they'll go to.
It sounds like you're talking about the 07 or 06 champion, or was it 07? 08? No, what year did the boys win state?
I don't remember.
06?
It
was one of those years, but that was one of those years where you had your main two scorers. And then you had a lot of guys that just played really, really good defense, and they really played well in a system, and that's kind of almost like what you're describing.
As I remember with that team, 40 points was a lot of points, and 8 points was a blowout, the way they played defense. I think they kept, if I remember right, 6 or 7 teams they played 20 or under.
Wow.
In points. I mean,
Yes.
I think they were averaging, allowing 35 points a game or something like
Yeah.
that. Now, they weren't really scoring about 45, but boy,
That's all they needed.
Yeah.
You did not score on them
And
ever.
Grendel falls from that Edison tree.
Yep.
So you know that.
Joel is,
and he's really, this is year 3.
Yeah.
And he's starting to
Wow.
cook.
Yeah.
He's starting to cook.
Things are starting to
I was
work.
expecting this out of Joel. I know
Yeah.
that he was great when he played, and I think he's going to be a good coach.
There were times last year when they'd get beat that I was actually afraid to talk to him after the game, but 'cause he's got some fire.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
How long you been broadcasting games,
my
Rusty?
God.
You knew this question was coming.
He's only 42. I mean,
he looks
I
good
was
for 42.
42 in the 90s. I started in 1993.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Started in 1993. and
those
I
were
can't
some
do
good
any
years
math.
right there. I mean, yeah, Michael Edison, Michael Delp.
Right.
Those kids were
Yeah.
probably sophomores. Whew.
Came back to coach baseball with my dad and got a job at the Pilot.
Which the baseball field is named after him, correct?
Yes, it is.
I did know that. That was
Yeah,
a little
he's,
thing I knew.
Well, actually,
Let's not let you fool. When you coach baseball, we're talking state runner-up, 2000 state runner-up.
we were in the Final Four 3 out of 4 years.
Yes.
So,
Wow.
yeah.
Boy, those.
Those were some good teams. There was some good years, but I think my dad's most proud of the fact that a wing of the Hall of Fame is named after him too.
Wow.
But he wanted it to be the Plymouth Baseball Bill Nixon Hall at the Hall or thing because he
Right.
And what he did was they had a bunch of old players write letters about him, and he's got those all. They're all displayed in the Hall of
Wow.
Fame right there before he come in.
Well, you need to take me on a tour of Plymouth High School sometime. I'd love to see it over there.
Well, it's pretty quick, you know. It doesn't take very long to go through it, but I was kind of amazed. The AD was in the trophy case the other day, and he was finding stuff from back when I played.
Wow.
So, they got a lot of hardware in there. Like, you melt down the ones that I was playing, right?
Yeah.
Because that was 72 years ago. Nobody even remembers any of us. But, it's an interesting place.
So tomorrow night you're on Max 98.3
Tomorrow
FM
night,
with
Max
the boss,
98.3.
Tony Ross.
Yep. Actually, be me and Peyton.
Oh,
I think,
very cool.
Tony's taking a night off.
Nice. Good
on
for
Friday.
him.
I know. And then he had Peyton and I do the last Plymouth game. And he says, well, I think I'll show up. And I said, dude, it's your night off, so you're going to come and work?
Yeah.
I mean,
Enjoy the night off.
Take a night off, dude.
And then
So
what about Saturday? Who you got with you?
Saturday will be me alone.
Oh,
girls
all
game.
alone.
So,
Very
yeah,
good.
It'll be just me.
Well, good for you. Well, I appreciate you coming up and talking with us. I appreciate us crossing this off the list. I've always wanted to talk with you on the air. Whenever I get a chance to listen to your games on the way home, if I ever have a chance, I always tune in. It's a lot of fun when you flip the dial back and forth between 99.3, 98.3, and then going online to max983.net. I mean, we've got you covered, and we've got everything, and I appreciate you being part of the puzzle as well. And we're working together. We're making it happen, Rusty. But it's an honor to talk with you today on the air.
Wow.
He's a Plymouth legend. He just doesn't know it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a legend, all right. There's a lot of people would like to legend me right out of town. That's true.
Well, Rusty, thanks a lot.
All right,
I appreciate you.
Thanks for having me.
Enjoy
Like I
the rest
said,
of your night.
Nice you gave the JV some playing time today.
No,
so.
don't say that. Don't say that. All right, that's Rusty Nixon. KVB's own Rusty Nixon here on WK. I almost said Max 98.3. Oh my gosh.
Goodness. Here
Here on WKVI 99.3 FM. As today's halftime was sponsored by by Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning. They are helping continue this wonderful tradition on KVB's WKVI. If you are uncomfortable in your home, give third-generation owner Brian Hammond here a call at 574-936-4660, serving the local area since 1936. Why does Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning stand out above the rest, Brian?
Oh, you always put me on the spot on these. Man, I don't know. I like to think that I just go into work every day and do my job, but I have it's one of those things where I never thought I was going to do the family business. And then even though I was doing it through college, and then somewhere along the line, it's just you fall in love with what you do. And I think that's just it. We just have a huge passion at Standard Plumbing for what we do and the customers we take care of.
Well, we sure do appreciate Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning as they are part of this wonderful tradition. We're back in action to start the third quarter. The Lady Jays are going to turn it over quite quickly here, and the Lady Cavs will have possession. It's 26-6. Mitch Columbia along with sports analyst Brian Hammond. Stolen back by the Lady Jays. And then a foul on the inside.
They're going to call that on 30. That's Alexa O'Brien. That's only her first.
So it'll be an out-of-bounds play underneath their own basket for Avery Johnston here. Johnston to the corner. McKinley Dushak, and almost lost it. Stolen almost by Amaya Williams, but it goes sailing out of bounds, so it will stay here, Lady J basketball. Avery Johnston to take it out for the Jays. And Dushak's going to take a seat. She might have got shaken up here. Her right shoulder, she is rubbing. As she's going to check out, Anna Garbison will come back in for her. Inbound pass to Garbison. No good on the left-hand layup, and rebounded Alexa O'Brien. Here comes Maddie Hamilton. Down by 20. They've got some work to do, but here come the Lady Cavs. Alexa O'Brien, entry pass to Brooke Davis. Nice play, but she couldn't get it to go too hard. And rebounded Kylie Lehigh. Here she comes. Driving inside, lowered her shoulder, and a blocking foul is called on Alexa O'Brien. Lehigh was expecting the aggressiveness there by O'Brien. As here's the out-of-bounds play for Avery Johnston to the corner. Kaylin Tunis spins around, pops it from 15, blocked by Amaya Williams, rebounded by her, and then gets it to Maddie Hamilton, who crosses half court. You may notice we don't see Grace Sieber starting the second half. That is because she has 4 fouls. Looks like Nice is going to hold on to her until they need her, hopefully later. Kicks it to the near corner. Schlemmer back up top. This is Alexa O'Brien. Then to the top of the key, Maddie Hamilton. Entry pass to Alexa O'Brien. Stolen by Anna Garbison. And here they come. Coast to coast. Garbison almost loses it. She does. Turnover. She dribbled right on the out-of-bounds baseline. And unofficially, I have the Jays as 15 turnovers here in this ball game. We're also going to see number 52, Gracie Minix, check in. And Kaylin Tunis will check out. The Lady Cavs get it in to Amaya Williams. Williams up to Alexa O'Brien. O'Brien now extended wing on the far side of the court, almost stolen by Avery Johnston. They save it. Then they get it over to Alexa O'Brien. Then it's almost stolen by the Lady Jays. And it's knocked out of bounds by the Cavs. So it is a turnover for the Cavs. And the Lady Jays will take possession here. This is the start of the first quarter all over again.
Yeah, well, they're beating this full court press a little better, but then you got to take care of the basketball in the half court game.
Yeah. 6 minutes to go here in the third quarter. 26-6, the Lady Jays lead. Anna Garbison pops the three, no good. And fight for the rebound. Kylie Lehigh comes up with it. She's in the near corner. She's double teamed. Fight for the ball, and it's a jump ball called. And it will be Culver Lady Cavalier basketball. So good job by the Lady Cavs getting in there and being aggressive. As Brooke Davis will take it out on the near sideline. She gets it into Maddie Hamilton, then back to Davis. Davis picks up her dribble. Still some pressure from the Lady Jays. Stolen by Reagan Hensley. Here she comes. Puts up the layup, no good, and a foul is called. She's going to go to the line to shoot 2 here. Yeah, this puts Hensley at the line. The foul is on number 21 for the Lady Cavs, Maddie Hamilton. The first free throw is up away and no good. As today's broadcast is brought to you in part by Culver's Portside Marina. They can make sure your boat is ready for the winter. If you need help storing or winterizing your watercraft, contact Culver's Portside Marina at 574-842-5000.
That was a heck of a rebound. Did you see Amaya Williams?
Yeah.
She went up there and got that thing.
Off the missed second free throw, she does get it. Then it's stolen back by Anna Garbison for the Jays. My goodness. Here comes Avery Johnston crossing half court. She picks up her dribble. Now gets it to Kylie Lehigh. Lehigh, top of the key at the volleyball line, crossing over, driving left, finds it now inside. This is Anna Garbison, puts up a layup, and she gets it to go. 28-6, the Lady Jays lead the Lady Cavs of Culver. 5:20 to go, stolen back by Reagan Hensley. Here she comes, and she puts the layup up, and it's good. Timeout by the Lady Cavs, 30-6, and that's how fast the Lady Jays can put points on the board.
Yeah, that press, those steals, easy buckets.
It's just a little frustrating right now if you're the Culver Lady Cavaliers. You've got your main player in Grace Sieber in foul trouble. You're also having problems getting points on the board. I mean, it's just been an issue getting the ball in the hole.
It's just not falling. I mean, there's just some days where it just doesn't fall. And, it's just, you see the frustration. You got to fight through it.
I'm frustrated. I'm frustrated for them.
Yeah.
I'm frustrated for them.
Yeah. Yeah, I just want to say I haven't been to the gym here since
isn't it?
It is
it's
beautiful
perfect.
here. It is a beautiful gym. This is a 1A school. This is Indiana high school basketball. It's just incredible.
It is a very nice gym, and the refurbishment here at John R. Nelson isn't just the court. It's actually the seating as well. You notice the black seats with the orange trim for the railings. They've just redone everything. As Web Printing and JT Shirt Shack in Winamac is proud to be part of the broadcast this evening. Web Printing and JT Shirt Shack provides all your printing, screen printing, apparel, and embroidery needs. Call 574-946-3551 and ask for Tina if you want to look cool like the KVB crew. Back in action, the Cavs cross half court. Up top, Brooke Davis was triple teamed, stolen by the Lady Jays. They push it forward to Kylie Lehigh, who puts up the right-hand layup, and she gets an and one to go. Foul on Maddie Hamilton here. Her second foul of the night. Also part of the new refurbishment here, Brian, is the mascot.
I caught him on social media.
Max.
Yes. That is, again, there's another rebound.
Another rebound off the miss by Maya Williams.
I am out of spaces for her. That's 12.
She's all over the place.
She is doing her part tonight to help.
Oh, my goodness. It's stolen back by Kylie Lehigh, who pushes it forward to Reagan Hensley, puts up the layup. No good. Another rebound for Amaya Williams. And then a foul is called. Man, these guys are touchy tonight.
Yeah. I should have been keeping track of steals tonight.
Yeah, well,
because
it's tough.
I feel like our player of the game is going to be somebody with the most steals. I mean, the Lady Jays have a ton of steals. I know Culver has 20-plus turnovers, but a lot of it is just really good defense by the Lady Jays. I don't want to take anything away from it. It's not like they're being that careless with the ball. It's just a lot of really good defense and full-court press for those steals.
The Lady Cavs beat the full court press and get it to Maddie Hamilton, top of the key. She finds it over to number 31, Haley Parker. We talked about her in the Coca-Cola pregame show. Had a great showing last week at Oregon Davis. Hamilton crosses over, top of the key. She gets it back to Haley Parker, picks up her dribble, then back to Hamilton.
I was going to say something. I haven't seen Haley Parker tonight, but she played probably 4 quarters of JV, so she's only got 2 here for the varsity.
Which makes sense why we didn't see her in the first half.
Yeah.
So Kaya Burkett is called for a foul, out-of-bounds play underneath their own basket for the Lady Cavs. Brooke Davis to take it out. She slaps the ball. Here comes Pick. She gets it into Amaya Williams. Now she's dribbling to the free throw line. Back up top, it's Haley Parker for 3. No good, and rebounded Reagan Hensley. She pushes it forward to Kylie Lehigh. Here comes Kylie, crossover, drives in, puts up the right-hand layup and makes it look easy. 34-6, under 4 minutes to go here in the third. Brooke Davis picks up her dribble, kicks it over to Maddie Hamilton. They're trying to cross half court. The Lady Jays are all over the place. They finally do and get it to Amaya Williams. Back to Hamilton. Hamilton now driving right. Still with the ball, picks up her dribble, entry, pass to Brooke Davis, and the turnaround shot is no good. A foul is called. She'll go to the line. Davis at the line, an opportunity to put points on the board here, 34-6. It's just not been the Lady Cavs' night. First free throw from Davis is up, away, and no good. As tonight's broadcast is also brought to you in part by Nepco Crane and Equipment Services, specializing in mobile crane service. Call Joe Nepp at 1-800-590-2272 for all your residential, commercial, and agricultural crane needs. Shout out to Joe Nepp. He recently had a new daughter brought into the world, Elena. So congratulations to Jois and Mary Nepp,
Congratulations.
as they are proud supporters of KVB Sports here on WKVI. Missed both free throws, and then the second one goes sailing out of bounds. Last touch by the Lady Cavs. Jays pushing it forward. It's Kylie Lehigh. Over to Kaya Burkett. Now into Reagan Hensley. Back up top to Grace Craig, and Craig is being smothered by some Cavs. Cross-court pass to Kylie Lehigh. Picks up her dribble. Entry pass to number 30. No good by McKinley Dushak. Fight for the rebound. Grace Sieber, who just checked back in, has the ball. She came up with the rebound. Here she comes, and a foul's called on Grace Craig. So Sieber with 4 fouls here. She's going to have to be careful. With 1 foul to go, she could foul out here with 3 minutes to go in the third.
Yeah, I mean, you can't even – it's going to be hard to drive. You can't even take a charge here.
Nope.
You've really got to be careful.
She gets it in to Amaya Williams. Back out to Sieber. Pops the 3.
There she is.
And there she is. Grace Sieber putting 3 points on the board. 34-9. The Lady Jays lead the Lady Cavs with 2:50 to go in the third. Kylie Lehigh pops the 3. No good, but a foul is called on the inside. We'll see who it's on.
I think it's going to be on Amaya Williams. She is – that's only 3. You probably let her play at this point.
Just see what happens.
Yeah, the ref's talking to her now.
Yeah.
I would assume he's saying you got to take it easy. I love the aggression, though. I mean, if I'm the coach, I'm going to say keep that up. Just try to be a little more discreet.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. These guys definitely have had their eyes checked because they're making calls I can't even see. It's just been, they're seeing everything tonight. There's things that we're not seeing that they are down on the floor, and that's why we're up here. We aren't refs. As they miss the free throw, fight for the rebound. It was hard to describe what happened. Grace Craig came up with it. It's going to stay here, out of bounds play underneath the Lady Jays basket, and Kaya Burkett will take it out. 34-9 is the score. Lady Jays lead. Burkett into Gracie Minix, and she gets the left-hand layup to go. 36-9. Brooke Davis bringing it forward. Stolen by Kylie Lehigh. That may have been over the back there. Didn't call it. Back over to Kaya Burkett. Now swings it over. Grace Craig. She passes back. Kaya Burkett pops the 3. No good. Too hard. And rebounded by Amaya Williams. Another one. And here comes Grace Sieber crossing half court. She's going inside. Brings it back out. Now she drives to the free throw line. Almost shot it. Almost lost it too. Comes up with it. Back to Bree Schlemmer. Schlemmer now drives to the far side of the court. Back up to Grace Sieber, top of the key. Sieber takes the pick from Brooke Davis. Kicks it to the corner. It's number 31, Haley Parker from 18 in the corner. No good, and rebounded by Kaya Burkett. She threw it away. Stolen by Amaya Williams. Amaya back to Schlemmer for 3. No good, and rebounded by McKinley Dushak. Dushak up to Kylie Lehigh. 1:40 to go here in the third. Burkett, entry pass, 30. This is McKinley Dushak. Turnaround shot from the post, no good. Great defense and rebounded by Schlemmer. Cavs come up with it. Get it back to Grace Sieber. Sieber bringing it across half court. To the corner, Haley Parker. Back to Grace Sieber. Man-to-man from the Lady Jays as Sieber drives in. Puts up the right-hand layup, no good. She comes up with her own rebound. Then to Amaya Williams. Back to Bree Schlemmer. Schlemmer in the far corner pops the 3. No good. And rebounded by Kylie Lehigh. Here comes Kylie. Crossing half court. Crossing over. Now to the corner. Deep 2 from Kaya Burkett is no good. Rebounded, though, by Grace Craig. She gets it to Kylie Lehigh, then back to Kaya Burkett. Top of the key. And she finally gets a 3 to rattle around. 39-9, a 30-point ball game here in the third with 40 seconds to go. It's been all Lady Jays. To the corner, Bree Schlemmer! Splash! Big time three from her. The answer from the Lady Cavs, 39-12. Crossover from Kylie Lehigh, pops it from the right elbow. It's blocked by Maya Williams, and then it goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Lady Jays.
I don't have blocks on my sheet, but there's
She's
the first
got a
one
few.
of the night. Well, that I would have recorded.
Yeah.
Unofficially.
She's got at least one or two. She's been in there. She's doing a great job defensively. She just can't get the ball in the hole right now. There's been a lid.
She's had a pretty good night.
To the corner, Haley Parker pops a deep two, no good. Grace Sieber tried to save it. Last touch, though, by Lady J. It'll stay here, Lady Cav basketball. Out of bounds play underneath her own basket. Haley Parker to take it out. She kicks it up top to Amaya Williams. Hands off to Grace Sieber, driving inside. Back to Haley Parker, swings it over to Schlemmer, pops the three, no good. And that is the end of the third quarter. We are going to take a break with them. You're listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
At First Farmers Bank and Trust, we know while harvest may be wrapping up, the work is not done. Taking care of livestock, maintaining equipment, planning for the next season, and managing financials keeps farmers and farm families busy throughout the holidays. Laying the groundwork for a successful 2024 means next year's laborers will reap higher rewards. I'm Isaac Blue, Ag Banker at First Farmers Bank and Trust. When you're ready to make a plan for next year's financial success, come into our branch in North Judson, Knox, or Culver, or visit ffbt.com to learn more. First Farmers Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
It takes smart planning by a skilled expert to get you just the right heating, cooling, and energy-efficient system for your home. McGrath Refrigeration can install an affordable Armstrong air system that will cut your energy costs while enhancing your comfort. You'll see the difference in your first energy bill. Give McGrath Refrigeration, your local Armstrong dealer, a call today at 574-772-3575. That's 574-772-3575. McGrath Refrigeration, where the temperature is always just right.
From John R. Nelson Gymnasium, 39-12 is the scores. The North Judson-San Pierre Blue Jays lead the Culver Lady Cavaliers. We go to the fourth quarter. Mitch Columbia along with sports analyst Brian Hammond. We are so glad you've joined us. The tradition continues. Back in action, we see the Lady Cavs with the ball. It's Grace Sieber up top. She kicks it over to Alex O'Brien, then back to Sieber. Sieber driving in to the corner. Brianna Schlemmer thought about a three, but no. Gets it back to Haley Parker. Parker now over to Grace Sieber. Sieber, entry pass to Amaya Williams. It's stolen. No, she saves it. And then she puts a shot up. No good. She's fouled, and she'll go to the line here.
Yeah. Looked like a lot of ball to me. Yeah, I try to be non-biased when I do these broadcasts.
Right, you're back and forth.
But, wow. I mean, hey, I'm glad she's getting the opportunity, but, I mean, it's just one of those things.
Terry Minix made the comment a couple weeks ago. He said, these guys must not live far away. Usually the guys that live far away kind of keep the whistle in their pocket, you know.
There we go. Maya Williams doing her part, getting that second free throw to fall.
Good for her, which makes it 39-13. As here's an entry pass to Molly Madsen. Several Lady Jays out onto the floor we haven't seen yet tonight. It's Kaya Burkett popping a three top of the key. No good. Rebounded Bree Schlemmer. Here she comes. Crossing half court. Molly Madsen behind her, and then Schlemmer.
She knew she traveled. She just pulled up. You know, if you ever do some softball this spring and you want to do a Lady Jays game, you got to watch Molly. That girl played over in Europe this past summer, and she is good.
Yeah.
I happen to know her. I went to high school with her mom, so I just happen to have her on Facebook. So I get all the updates, but she is good. She can also swing it too.
Oh, I know. We saw her
and
last year as a
apparently she
freshman.
can hit them. She can hit them buckets right there too.
She got an entry pass and turnaround shot from the post. Yeah, Molly Madsen was electric as a freshman out there on the field.
Oh, yeah.
I'm very excited to see her this spring. I'll have to twist
she's
your arm
tall.
to come to a game then, too.
Yeah. I mean, I was glad to see her get out there. She is tall. She's probably not done growing
No,
either.
she's still growing, I think.
Only a sophomore.
It's crazy. As here's Amaya Williams losing it on the floor, almost picked up by Molly Madsen on the floor, and a jump ball is called it will be in favor of Lady J basketball.
Now, here's the Cavalier lineup right now. This is a Cavalier lineup that I feel like if they're playing well right here, the 5 ladies on the field could do some damage.
Yeah, I agree. Stolen by Grace Sieber, and then a foul's called, and you can see Grace is just frustrated.
She's just like, please don't call that on me.
She is just frustrated as all can be. Of course, she was our Tyler Roth WKVI Athlete of the Week just a few weeks ago. We had a chance to talk with her. Very sharp kid. As here come the Lady Cavs. Off the steal. Inbounds pass. Grace Sieber crosses half court, then gets it to Brooke Davis. Back to Grace in the corner. Entry pass to Amaya Williams. Beautiful play. She couldn't get the layup to go. Gets her own rebound, and a putback is no good. See, those are the shots we're talking about.
She's had at least half a dozen of those opportunities. So, I mean, you just got to find a way to finish the bucket.
Well, and this is what I was saying in the pregame show, was those were shots we saw her finish last year, no problem.
Yeah.
It's just this year, getting into the swing of things hasn't been easy for her. She's doing a fantastic job on the boards, blocks, getting in there defensively. It's just putting points on the board for her.
It's just fight through it, fight through it, fight through it. Everybody makes the tournament. The great thing about Indiana basketball, that's when you need to play your best. So hopefully she just comes alive at that point, and she gets it to start falling.
Makes the first, misses the second. 41-14 here with 6 minutes to go in the ball game. The Lady Jays have the basketball. They kick it over to Kaylin Tunis. Entry pass to Molly Madsen. In the post, turnaround shot blocked by Amaya Williams. Saved by the Lady Jays. Finds its way to the hands of number 4, Callie Suter, and she gets it to go, the sophomore, 43-14. Now Grace Sieber driving inside, puts up the layup, and it's no good. But she is fouled, and she will go to the line. So Grace Sieber at the line here, as Collins Insurance is part of the broadcast, taking care of all your insurance needs. Jim Collins told me to tell you, call him anytime at 574-772-6844. That's Collins Insurance, supporting local high school sports. We also thank the Stark County Co-op, your local agricultural cooperative that offers an array of service and support, including grain, agronomy, seed, fuel, and LP Petroleum. Call 574-867-2411 to contact the Stark County Co-op. She missed the first free throw, got the second to go. On the other end of the floor, the Lady Jays almost lose it. They do. Stolen by the Lady Cavs. Amaya Williams picks it up. Amaya gets it to Alexa O'Brien, and they cross half court. 5:20 to go here in the fourth, 43-15. The Lady Jays lead the Lady Cavs. Mitch Columbia along with sports analyst Brian Hammond. Thank you for being here. Top of the key, Haley Parker back over to Sieber. Drives left, off the crossover, almost lost it. Picked up by Alexa O'Brien, and a
long
two went through. Nice shot there, 43-17 here. As under 5 minutes to go, it's Anna Garbison in the near corner. She's doubled by Amaya Williams, and Brooke Davis somehow gets out of it. Picks up her dribble, though. And a timeout, a smart timeout by head coach Whitney Combs, as she was trapped there on the near sideline right in front of the Lady Jays bench. Today's broadcast is also brought to you in part by 5 Star. We thank them for supporting local high school sports and remind you to shop local. That's 5 Star in the Knox Mall. Shout out to Rick Rabb. I saw him here earlier during the JV game. I don't see him here now. I didn't get a chance to get over and say hello to you, Rick. I hope you're listening. Hope you're enjoying your evening. We appreciate your sponsorship and helping continue the tradition here on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Did you get a shake? Did you go over there and get a shake?
I haven't been there yet. No, I haven't had time. Man. I'm waiting on payday. I get paid tomorrow. I get paid tomorrow.
You got paid since between the I mean,
no,
I was expecting a slice of pizza tonight, too, from that pizza place over there.
Man, you're putting me on the spot tonight. We're going to get together. We'll do it in the new year.
Nice ball movement.
As inside to Anna Garbison gets the layup to go. 45-17 here with 4:30 to go. Grace Sieber, other side of the floor. Taking her time, crosses over. Molly Madsen on her. The Lady Jays in a man-to-man here. Sieber, entry, pass to Amaya Williams, almost stolen, picked up by Brooke Davis. Back to the corner. It's Alexa O'Brien popping it from 13 in the far corner, no good, and rebounded by number 4, Callie Suter. And then it goes out of bounds, last touched by the Lady Cavs, and we see several Lady Jays checking in here. So out of bounds play underneath their own basket for the Lady Jays. They get it into Molly Madsen, turnaround shot from the post, no good. Rebounded inside by Grace Craig, and then a whistle on the inside, stopping the clock at 4:07 here. Looks like a foul will be called on Alexa O'Brien. Third of the game for Alexa, as here's an out-of-bounds play underneath their own basket for the Lady Jays. It's Grace Craig getting it up top. Molly Madsen pops the three, no good. Rebounded to Maya Williams. She's pushing it forward to Grace Sieber, stolen back by Callie Suter. Errant pass, and then she gets it back to Kaya Burkett, excuse me. Finds its way over to Grace Craig. Skip, pass to Suter, then back up top. This is Kaya Burkett. Then over to 25. Entry pass to Grace Craig. Back to Kaya Burkett. Top of the key for three. No good. Fight for the rebound. It falls in the hands of Grace Craig. Her putback's no good, and Amaya Williams gets another rebound, and then a foul's called on the floor. I believe she's going to shoot two. Yeah, I believe she should be shooting two here because that is the fifth foul.
That's number 5's fourth. Unofficially, I got Amaya Williams.
Oh, that
for
was
18.
her fifth.
That
fifth? Was Grace Craig's fifth foul.
I missed one.
So she will have to check out. And on the other end of the floor, Amaya Williams pops the first free throw. No good, keeping it 45-17.
Struggles at the free throw line tonight. Both sides of the ball, honestly.
Second free throw from Williams is no good, and rebound of Molly Madsen. Here come the Lady Jays.
I'd like to say no quit out of this Lady Cavaliers team. I mean, it'd be easy to throw the towel in.
They get another steal there.
They're not quitting, and they are still playing tough.
Yeah, unofficially.
Kaylee Lehigh has checked back in as well.
Yeah, unofficially, that was the Lady
Kylie,
Jays.
sorry, I apologize.
No, you're fine.
If there is family members out there, it is Kylie, and I apologize.
You're okay. Don't worry about it. I always say with my last name, my last name was always mispronounced growing up, so it's
Columbia?
a thing. Columbia, yeah, or Column. I got a lot of Column or Column Bay. So Grace Sieber is at the line from the foul, and she gets the second free throw to go through, making it 45-19. Unofficially, the Lady Jays have 20 turnovers, and the Lady Cavs 32.
A lot of those are steals, and a lot of those were produced by that great press.
Yep. As they push it forward to Molly Madsen, she couldn't get the layup to go, but she's fouled, and she will go to the line. Stops the clock at 3:06. This game has just really taken a lot of the energy out of the gymnasium. It's been all Lady Jays from the start. Madsen couldn't get the first of two to go through. Second from Madsen is no good. And then a whistle. Oh, lane violation is what they're going to call here.
So we go 2 more shots on a lane violation?
Right.
No. That's what we get, right?
No, it's just they just do the single one.
I just saw 2 fingers up. I was like, we're going 2 shots on a lane violation? She made that.
I think everyone's just ready to go home at this point.
I was confused by his gesture. I'm not going to lie.
Was too. 46-19 is the score. On the other end of the floor, the Cavs get it into Giselle Villegas. She's fouled, and now she will go to the line. At this point, this is where you just say, let's let them play. Let's let this game end out here. 46-19. First free throw from Giselle Villegas is no good. She's going to shoot a second one here. checking in. First time of the night, we're going to see number 44 for the Lady Cavs, Yvonne Torres Escobar. Avery Johnston is going to check back in as well for the Lady Jays. Giselle Villegas pops the second, no good from the free throw line. And rebounded Lady Jays. Callie Suter with the ball. Finds it to Kaya Burkett, who tries a three, no good, inside, rebounded by Grace Sieber. And then it's knocked out of bounds by the Lady Jays. It will stay Lady Cavalier basketball.
You know, I wonder what this game could have looked like if we don't have Grace picking up all those early fouls and being out of the game. Do the Cavaliers score more, you know?
I think so. For sure. As Alexa O'Brien drives inside, Avery Johnston pulled the chair out from underneath her. Couldn't get the shot to go, and then a charging foul is called on Johnston. So it should be Lady Cavalier back. No, they're calling it a blocking foul on Giselle Villegas.
Okay.
Interesting. So that's Giselle's third of the night. As the Lady Jays keep possession, they get it into Avery Johnston. She's driving in. Back to the corner. It's Avery driving baseline, and she couldn't get it to go. It goes out of bounds, last touched by the Jays. Also here in attendance, we see the Lady Cavaliers cheer squad.
Always great when they're out on a girls' game.
Absolutely.
It's not something, Thursday night. Random Thursday night.
Grace Sieber, far corner, drives baseline, gets it to Giselle Villegas, back up top to Escobar. Then over to Schlemmer, to the far corner. It's number 42 for the Lady Cavs, Ilana Andrzejewski. She's going to try a three. No good, and rebounded by Avery Johnston. Last minute 30 here in the fourth quarter. 46-19, the Lady Jays lead. Avery Johnston drives in, no good on the right-handed layup. Rebounded by Molly Madsen. Her putback's no good. Then rebounded by Giselle Villegas, and a jump ball is called. It will be Lady Cavalier basketball here. Sieber brings it across half court. Driving inside. Finds Andrzejewski, back to Schlemmer. Then to Sieber. Far corner. Fakes left, goes right, baseline, brings it back out, pops a deep two. It's blocked by Kaya Burkett. Rebounded, though, on the inside by number 42 for the Lady Cavs, Andrzejewski, the freshman. And then a timeout is called by the Lady Cavaliers here, just trying to save possession with 1:04 to go. 46-19. I think it's safe to say the Lady Jays are winning this ball game.
Yeah, I don't see a comeback, but maybe we ended on a high note.
Right.
Something to give,
respectable.
Yes. You know, this is the first lopsided game that I've been a part of, and these are difficult to call.
They are difficult to call. They're difficult to watch.
Yes.
And they're difficult to broadcast.
Last year when we were here, we had that great comeback by South Central.
We haven't had luck this year, have you?
What an exciting basketball game that was. Not that there isn't great things that happen in these games, but it's just I don't want to be negative Nancy
There's no
on
flow.
The air, and it's just it's been
There's no
tough.
flow.
It's been tough.
I still appreciate you being here.
I love being here.
So out of the timeout, under a minute to go, the Lady Cavs have it. It's Grace Sieber with the ball. Kaya Burkett on her. Steps back, still dribbling, cross court. Andrzejewski tries a three, no good. Rebound of Brianna Schlemmer on the inside. Her putback is no good, but she's fouled, and she'll go to the line. Stops the clock at 42.8 seconds. Schlemmer will shoot two here. We remind you of the Saturday Sports Line this coming weekend. This will be the last Saturday Sports Line of the 2023 year. We will have Christmas weekend off as well as New Year's weekend off. Our next show would be January 6th, Saturday morning at 9 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Central. Join us this Saturday, though, for our last 2023 Saturday Sports Line, as myself, along with sports analyst Chris McGowan, will be there for you. Missed the second free throw, rebounded by Avery Johnson, and here come the Lady Jays.
Molly Madsen had that rebound.
Molly Madsen, thank you.
I got your back.
Thank you, I appreciate that. So now Johnston with the ball, last 20 seconds here. They're just going to hold it. They find it to Kaya Burkett. Entry pass to Molly Madsen, stolen by Grace Sieber. Here she comes, pushing it forward, trying to put more points on the board. Blocked from behind by Avery Johnston. She gets it to number 4. That is Callie Suter. And then back to Johnston for the last 2 seconds. And that will be the end of the ball game. 46-19. The Lady Jays beat the Lady Cavs of Culver. We're going to take a break and come back for the Collins Insurance postgame show. We've also got the Stark County Co-op as well as the Ashley Derrickson 5-star player of the game coming your way in the Collins Insurance postgame show. You are listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Howard's Marathon in Winnemac has a reputation built on getting things done right. With 30 years experience as an ASE Master Auto Technician, Dean Wentz is the right choice for the auto repairs or service. From auto computer diagnostic checks to new batteries and tires, they can take care of it all. Howard's Marathon is a proud supporter of area high school sports and wishes all teams a great season. Howard's Marathon, 121 South Monticello Street in Winnemac. Call 574-946-6894.
The key to high-yielding crops is accurate and dependable soil testing. This is Andy Awald of Farm Fertilizers and Seeds. Having the right information to make the most profitable fertility decisions is what Image Services from Farm Fertilizers and Seeds is all about. We combine cutting-edge technology and computerized record-keeping with a common-sense approach to soil sampling and fertilizer recommendations. Whether it be by management zone for field-level applications or grid-based for variable rate applications, count on Image Services by Farm Fertilizers and Seeds for your soil service needs this fall.
Since 1936, Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning have always taken pride in doing the job right. Third-generation owner Brian Hammond and his family have always set the standard when it comes to taking care of all your heating and cooling needs. Making your home a comfortable home is the absolute top priority. If you are uncomfortable in your home, give them a call at 574-936-4660. Follow them on Facebook. Let Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning help you take control of your comfort.
Welcome to the Collins Insurance Agency's post-game show.
46-19 is the final. As the North Judson-San Pierre Lady Blue Jays travel to Culver, Indiana to put up a big-time W on the Lady Cavs. I'm Mitch Columbi. The tradition continues here on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting for WKVI. I am joined by our sports analyst, Brian Hammond. Appreciate you coming back for another one, Brian. It was a tough game to watch. It was a tough game for the players, I think, to play in. But the Lady Jays came in and got the job done and put up another W in the win column. The Lady Cavs are still having trouble right now. It's just been a rocky road for them this season. And like you said, maybe closer come time to postseason, they'll be ready to go.
Yeah, they just got to find ways to finish. They do not quit. In the fourth quarter, even in the third quarter, that game was well out of reach, and they just played hard. And you could see that maybe that was frustrating the Lady Jays because, it's easy to just say, well, we lost this one, and we move on to the next one. But they continued to play hard, try to rebound, try to score baskets, go to the hole, try to score points. So you got to give it up to their tenacity there. They played tough. They didn't give up, and they're putting up fights. So if they can find a way to score more points, keep the game closer, then you don't know. You get in the last couple minutes of a game. I've seen games swing real fast. So just got to finish better. But the aggression there and how hard they played the whole way, even though that was really out of reach, was inspiring, I would say.
Well, we have an opportunity to talk to head coach of the North Judson-San Pierre Lady Blue Jays, Whitney Combs. Coach, you guys came out with that full court press, and really we talked about it from the get-go. I think that's how you guys really were able to pull away. It took a couple of minutes to get some points on the board for either team, but once you guys did, you just took off from there. What were some things you saw on the court you can share with us?
Our press was on it tonight. Normally our defense sparks our offense, and we had that in our favor tonight. We had hands on everything. Big steals, big deflections that led to easy points. Sometimes it takes us a while to score, but when our press gets some steals, we get easy buckets.
Well, I wanted to also introduce you to our sports analyst, Brian Hammond. He is actually a big-time supporter of KVB Sports. He is a part of Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, and they're helping continue this tradition on WKVI. So we appreciate people like Brian Hammond. I just wanted you to connect the dots. Do you have any questions for Coach Combs here, Brian?
Just a really a comment. I mean, when Kylie, Lehigh, and even Reagan Hensley, when they get those steals, they explode with those points. And we were talking about 0-0, and then, bam, it's 8-0, and it just in a matter of seconds. So, yeah, that full court press is stifling.
Yeah, we try to stress, if you're in the right position, the steals come to you, So
yeah,
I think they really focus on that tonight. Sometimes we get some silly fouls because we're a little bit out of position, but tonight – I think I
feel like they really read it well.
Yes.
And that they were able to anticipate, and then, those are easy buckets.
Yep.
I will also say I felt like, in games like this, from what I've noticed in the past, some teams sometimes get comfortable with that big lead. It didn't look like you guys were comfortable at all. You kept the pressure, and you kept applying it, and you wanted to go to the very end, and you did that tonight. Is that kind of what is that your philosophy?
Well, yeah, because we do. We get a lead, and then we just let them come back. We kind of, we're up by this many points. So we really stress they can come back at any point. You guys have to keep up the aggression, the tenacity of our press. We have to keep that up, or else you never know what can happen.
You've got some more action. We're already halfway through the season.
I
Can
know.
you believe this, Coach?
It's went fast.
Time's flying. You've got some games coming up. Share with us who your next opponent is.
We actually played Tri-Township on Tuesday.
Okay.
There for a varsity-only game.
Which they're having a very good year this year.
They're undefeated so far.
Yep.
So that'll be a big test for us. And then we play West Central to end our Christmas break.
Yeah.
So then, that'll be our last game before Christmas break.
Well, it's going to be a lot of fun to see the Lady Jays throughout this season. This is our second time seeing you. Won't be our last. And we're definitely going to be able to talk to you on the Saturday Sports Line. So we appreciate you coming up and talking with us here during the post-game show. It means a lot. Big-time win. Good for you guys.
Thank you guys very much.
Absolutely. That's head coach Whitney Combs of the North Judson-San Pierre Lady Blue Jays.
Nice to meet you.
What a great interview. I love talking to her. It's always an honor to talk to the coaches. They give us their time like that. But we got some work to do, buddy. We got to find the Stark County Co-op play of the game. I don't know what we're going to do. That's going to be a tough one. And then we got to decide our Ashley Derrickson 5-star player of the game.
Yeah.
So let's take a break. Let's chat through the commercial break and figure this thing out as we will step away and come back for the Stark County Co-op play of the game. This is the Collins Insurance postgame show, and you are listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
It's hard to believe, but time sure does fly by. Collins Insurance Agency in downtown Knox are celebrating over 30 years of taking care of all of your insurance needs in our communities.
If I could turn back time.
And we're not going anywhere.
Stop in and see Jim and the crew at Collins Insurance Agency in downtown Knox.
Insurance you can count on from a business you've trusted since 1989.
Proud presidential partners of Western Reserve.
On the way home from the game, a deer jumps in front of your truck. And now you've got to get that truck repaired. Make it easy on yourself. Take it to Mark's Body Shop. Mark's has done expert auto body service since 1998 and will work with you and your insurance provider for collision repair, custom body paint, and insurance work. And all work guaranteed by owner Mark Schell. Mark's Body Shop, proud to support high school sports. 772-7003.
Since 1936, Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning have always taken pride in doing the job right. Third-generation owner Brian Hammond and his family have always set the standard when it comes to taking care of all your heating and cooling needs. Making your home a comfortable home is the absolute top priority. If you are uncomfortable in your home, give them a call at 574-936-4660. Follow them on Facebook. Let Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning help you take control of your comfort.
It's time for the Stark County Co-op play of the game. Let's return to the voice of WKVI Sports, Mitch Columbi.
Big time win for the North Judson-San Pierre Lady Blue Jays. 46-19 is the final. As the Lady Cats come up short yet again, our Stark County Co-op play of the game, we talked in the commercial break, there was a lot of things we could have chosen, but I think we decided there early on in that first quarter it was tied, it was scoreless early on, and then there were several steals that the Lady Jays had. One in particular was Reagan Hensley. She took it coast to coast, and after that layup, Brian, the Lady Jays never looked back.
Yeah. Somebody opened up the Hoover Dam, and a flood of scoring happened for the Lady Jays after that.
So our Stark County Co-op play of the game is that steal and score by Reagan Hensley, as we're going to take a break and come back for the Ashley Derrickson 5-star player of the game. You're listening to KVB's WKVI.
The Stark County Co-op has been a member-owned farm services co-op in Stark County since 1928. That's over 90 years, and they're still providing the same quality agronomy services to the farming community of Stark and surrounding counties. The Stark County Co-op is an LP and fuel provider. The Stark County Co-op purchases grain at both locations, Hamlet and Brems. You can reach them by phone at 1-800-782-3392, the Stark County Co-op.
Pulaski Memorial Hospital. Quality care, closer to home. Pulaski Memorial Hospital is all about community and keeping our community spotlight shining on the accomplishments of our youth. That's why PMH is proud to be a sponsor of our local high school sports action on WKVI, our community radio station. Pulaski Memorial Hospital. Quality care, closer to home.
When you grow up on the land, you have an appreciation for it. When you grow up and work on a family farm, on land that is shared by members of a family, all working together as a team, that appreciation grows even more. They know what it's like to work as a team to get the job done. At Lawrence Farms of Knox, Todd and Josh Lawrence and family support the local high school teams and wish them success all through the season.
Time to announce the Ashley Derrickson 5-star player of the game. Mitch?
Hey, thanks, John. It's time now for our Ashley Derrickson 5-star player of the game. Given in memory of Ashley Derrickson, a 2008 graduate of North Judson-San Pierre High School who battled cancer throughout her high school career before losing that battle on December 12th of 2008. We'll tell you who's earned that honor after this word from 5-Star.
5-Star, the largest meat and grocery store in the area, focused on quality, value, and customer service. The 5 stars in the name of the store come from 5 family members of the original owners serving in World War II, each one represented by a blue star on a flag hanging in the front window of the family home. That's why even decades later, 5-Star is known for its dedication to service. Now that dedication means savings for you. 5-Star, one of the We Care stores, the area's largest meat and grocery store, focused on quality, value, and customer service. Located, you know where, in the Knox Mall.
For our Ashley Derrickson 5-star player of the game, I turn things over to our sports analyst, Brian Hammond.
Yeah, Mitch, I think we got to just go with that entire Lady Jays full court press. I mean, there had to be 15 to 20 steals just off of that press. Collectively. It was just a full team effort there. I mean, that press set up all the scoring, and the scoring was pretty spread out. So I like that press and just rewarding all those girls for they played it well tonight.
I think you're right. Even the leading scorer. Who was their leading scorer tonight?
Kaylee Lehigh had 10, 11.
So even with those points, she wouldn't have been able to get those points if it wasn't for that excellent full court press by the Lady Jays. And I think you're right. They wouldn't have. They got those points off their defensive effort. And we normally don't do this. I like this. We're collectively giving it to the Lady Jays full court press. I like this.
Yeah, something different.
Something different.
You know. I mean, I would say
if you're getting ready to play,
more than 50% of their offensive scoring tonight came off that press.
Absolutely. And if other coaches are listening or we're here tonight, if you're about to play the Lady Jays, you better start practicing full court press.
Yeah, it was rough. They were on it.
They
were
all over the place,
anticipating, and if they didn't make the easy layup, they were drawing a foul.
They were, and then not only that, off the steal.
Yeah.
All 5 rushing down to the other side of the floor. I mean, everyone is cohesively working together right now. Mm-hmm. I think you made a good choice.
Yeah.
I like that. Well, KVB's WKVI Sports is back in action tomorrow night. This was our first of the 3 nights in a row. Oh, we're going to talk with head coach A.J. Neese of the Culver Lady Cavaliers. You snuck up on me there, Coach. Appreciate your time. Man, we were talking there at the first quarter. Tough to get some points on the board for either team. You guys were really handling things well. And then a steal and a score by the Lady Jays. Just seemed like that opened the floodgates, and the Lady Jays were able to pull away. Tough loss for the Lady Cavs, but what did you see out on the floor you can share with us?
I thought the second half was much better. Like, I'm looking at the stats right here. They outscored us 20-13 in the second half, but the first half was 26-6. And like I told the girls in the locker room, we're not going to win many games when we shoot 8% from 2, 13% from the field, and have 32 turnovers.
It's just not going to happen.
Nope.
So you had 32 as well?
Yep.
Okay. Well, I always say unofficially because I don't want to be wrong, but that's what I had as well. And you're exactly right. The turnovers were an issue. We saw you guys last week at Oregon Davis. That was an issue as well. You guys know what the problem is, and you're working on it. It's just trying to get the girls in gear and woken up like we talked. You get Amaya Williams woke up. Man, that's a sleeping giant just ready to happen.
Yes, I thought she woke up here tonight. She had 17 rebounds.
And how many blocks did she have?
I think she had 4 or 5 blocks. It's just when we got to be able to finish bunnies.
That's what he was saying.
That's what I was going to say. I mean, if she finishes those shots, I mean, early on, I felt like it was 7-8, 9-0, but it didn't feel like that.
Yes.
It felt like it was much closer than that. I don't really feel like they were that much better early going, and if Amaya or even a few of the other girls finished some of those shots, I felt like you guys were right in there from the get-go.
Yes, and I thought the same thing. Like, I think if Grace doesn't pick up a couple of those ticky-tack fouls and we have our ball handler
or
there.
that block that they called was just –
I think it might be a different story.
And that's what he was saying. If Grace doesn't get into foul trouble there in the first half, does that lead continue to grow, or do the Lady Cavs make a run? And I think you guys would have made a run.
Yep. And that's one of those things you never know.
Yeah, you'll never know. Shoulda, coulda, woulda.
Yep.
Well, Coach, tell us about who you've got coming up and what you're working on moving forward.
We are on the road tomorrow night at South Bend Career Academy. Hopefully we can go over there and get a nice win going into our break. And we got about 2.5 weeks off, and we come back January 4th here, and we got the number 2 team in the state coming to town in Caston. So
wow,
we got a lot of work to put in
before
that time, and hopefully we can clean some stuff up and maybe shock the world.
It just never gets easier, does it? Would you have it any other way, though?
Nope. I love our conference. I love the teams that we play, and it's just getting us better for February come sectional time.
You know what I like is how hard the girls played all the way to the end.
Yes.
There was zero quit.
Yep.
And I always say, because this is the second game I've done for you guys, was I know that when he told me who the coaches were, I saw you guys, I said, these girls are going to play like these guys played when they were in high school. And I think they're going to play tough. And, they proved it. I had her for 18 rebounds. So I don't know.
Yeah, but she gave her one more.
She was definitely hammering hard. And I could see you guys really had them kind of frustrated with the aggression and the toughness that you guys play with. And I really enjoy it. So I think it's great. And I think as they start figuring out how to finish and getting that confidence, this could be a dangerous team that people might overlook come tournament time.
Absolutely.
And that's one thing that me and Adam hang our hats on is no matter what, we're going to play as hard as physically possible, and our defense is going to be nasty every night. We might not hit shots, but playing our kind of defense is going to keep us in ball games.
Yeah, all the girls. Brooke's tough down there.
Yeah.
And even Giselle Vargas coming off
Giselle
the bench.
Villegas,
she all the way down
fast.
the court. Everybody's aggressive, and it's not everybody likes that style of ball, but I'm used to watching the Detroit Pistons from 1989,
a little physicality going,
and all that
man.
stuff going on. So it's great to see that style of basketball still lives.
Yeah. Yep. Well, Coach, I appreciate you coming up here and talking with us. It means a lot. We'll see you Saturday.
Me or Adam. Adam's
that's right.
coming in Saturday. So
that's one thing I like about co-head coaches. If one coach isn't available, the other usually is. That's pretty
right.
cool.
So.
Well, Coach, thanks so much for your time. Tough loss, but keep your head up. You guys are working hard, and you're leading these girls to a better day.
Yep.
Let's say that.
That's what we hope
tomorrow.
So. Yep. So you guys have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and we'll see you on the flip side.
Absolutely.
All right.
Likewise
to you.
Good
to see you again.
Yep.
Good luck tomorrow night, Coach. All right, that's head coach A.J. Neese of the Culver Lady Cavaliers. Always nice to talk with him. And it's hard to talk after a loss like that. So for him to come up here and share that with us, that was really nice of him.
Yeah, and I love the message that he sends to the girls. Hey, we can't do these things, but we do these things well. I like it. You keep it positive. You hit your low points. Hey, we got to work on this, but you got to find something positive, something to keep them motivated, because everybody makes the tournament.
Yep.
And as we saw in football this year,
you never know.
There was a couple of shock the world. So, hey, I mean, it's great. It's a great, and I think they're working hard, and they are blue-collar type people, and I think that they're going to instill a work ethic in these girls that they can take on outside of basketball. So that's great.
I don't normally like to bring this story up, but it fits the story tonight. I was on number 2 ranked basketball team for Rushville. We went 18-2, the greatest season record ever at Rushville. Lost the first game of sectionals.
Ugh.
So that just tells you season records don't mean anything.
No.
They mean zero, zilch.
18-2 and you guys lost?
Yeah, we lost to Shelbyville. That's a story I'll tell you about later.
Were they even good that year?
They were terrible. We beat them by 24 in the regular season. So go figure, right?
Sounds like a Tippy Valley John Glenn from the Knox sectional last year.
It was not a fun night, and something I'll never forget. But it just goes to show season records.
You guys were thinking state championship.
Oh, yeah. We were ready to play Cody Zeller from Washington. In fact, Cody Zeller reached out to our power forward, John Thompson, our in-game announcer, and said, boy, we were practicing for you guys all year long. What happened? And Shelbyville got us.
Yeah. Were they in the same sectional, you guys in Washington?
No, we would have met them in the semi-state.
Yeah. Funny story. You were talking about Cody Zeller. I remember watching Luke Zeller hit a 3 on my Plymouth boys.
I remember that.
And then
those Zeller boys
the
were
worst part about it was I was attending IUSB, and they had the McDonald's or some sort of all-star game. They were practicing at IUSB. The head coach of the Warsaw Tigers, our arch enemies. When you were Plymouth Pilgrim, you hate the Warsaw Tigers. And there's their coach, and there's Luke Zeller, and they're sitting there talking. He's like, "What a great shot you hit on Plymouth! I just wanted to come down there." But this is the Hoosier State. That's what we live for. That's one of the greatest finishes. So it's funny, Cody Zeller. You would have played against him, and I remember watching. Guys like Luke Herringody playing. It's just man. So great. A couple of things.
Yeah, please bring this up.
So, for any of you guys out there listening, if you follow any, obviously you're following KVB Sports and anything in the Kankakee Valley. If you haven't heard, Marcellus Anderson from Culver Community just finished up his college career, finished first team All-American for the independent team.
Wow.
So going up against guys from like Notre Dame and all those independent teams. He's first team All-American for them. At guard, and he has declared for the NFL draft. Wow. And he's projected like 5th, 6th round right now. So how wonderful is that? That is an opportunity for the Cavaliers to put a second player into the NFL. Because Tristan Schultz made the Dolphins practice squad. I'm not sure where he went from there, but Marcellus is first team All-American in that independent, and that's over a couple of those Notre Dame guards that are projected in the first, second round. He could find himself on a 53-man roster next season. And how exciting would that be for guys like Zahner? That really – because when I coached at Culver, I remember Marcellus as a freshman, and he was a kind of a rowdy and by his senior year, the change that you saw, and then he played a couple years in college, and it's just this kid has just kept his head down and just kept beating the path. And I hope it pays off for him. It's just a wonderful story. Culver Cavaliers,
Culver
Community, NFL. It's great stuff. And then the other thing, one of the parents caught me from Culver before the game as I was getting ready to come, as I was rushing up here. He said he listened to our broadcast last week.
Oh, how nice.
From Oregon Davis, because he was driving home from Indy, didn't want to miss his daughter's game, and all he could do was listen. And I just thought it was a great compliment. I just thought I would share it with you and all of our listeners that he said it felt like he was at the game.
Yes.
He's like, I felt like I was right there at the game. He goes, you guys did a wonderful broadcast. It was non-biased. It was just, he was on pins and needles. He said it was a wonderful broadcast. He enjoyed listening, and he just wanted to thank us for that. So I just thought I'd throw that out there. So,
I'm touched.
I know.
I don't normally hear good things, Brian, to be honest with you. So that is very nice of that man to say that.
It was great. So, I love doing this because – man, when we were growing up, how old are you?
I'm 31.
He's 31. Okay, so he's a little younger than me.
That's the first time I've said it on the air.
Well, I'm 41, if that makes you feel any better.
Okay, you're not.
But when I grew up, it was single-class basketball. I never missed a Friday night game. And I don't know if it was probably you were from the South.
Yeah,
so
Central Indiana.
A lot more smaller schools. I mean, the pride that comes out of the South and all these basketball. Here's what I challenge. What really just kind of, it doesn't irritate me, but really just kind of deflates me a little bit is when I step into gyms, and we had a pretty good crowd for a girls game on Thursday night, and the cheerleaders are out there and the mascot, and it's a good atmosphere. Man, I remember being in this very gym in 1996, bi-county game, Argus versus Culver. This place, there wasn't an empty seat. There wasn't an empty seat, and I mean this. We're talking 1A basketball, and this has got an upper deck. I mean, this is great. What I would challenge to anybody out there is get to these games.
Yes.
Bring back the tradition that Indiana High. I mean, I feel like it's faded a little bit, and I love the intro that we have. The intro is, in 49 other states, it's just basketball, but this is Indiana. And I feel like maybe Indiana has lost touch with that. And I would really – and I'm not saying bring back class basketball or anything like that, but bring back the rivalries just seem like they're not – the spirit has died, has come – and I don't know what the cause of that is, but I just remember days where if you wanted to go to sectionals – and you were a student, you had to wait in line because the students only had so many tickets. And the season ticket holders had – I mean, there were season tickets. I mean, I don't even know if they do season tickets anymore for any of these schools. But if you wanted a seat at Warsaw Plymouth, you waited in line. And that gym was packed, and there was only like 40 seats for the junior high kids. And I was gracious enough to get them for 7th and 8th grade. But I never missed a game. I always wanted to be at the game. I always – I had to annoy my parents. Like, listen, I'm going to the game Friday, and you're going to pick me up afterwards. I'm like, and then even after that, I mean, I always follow basketball, and it's just Indiana basketball is like no other, and I just wish that I could see bigger crowds like we used to. Like, it was, I mean, the pep bands, everything was just so great about it, and it just – so that's why I love doing coming here, because it's just I would love to see that tradition kind of creep back in. So.
No, I'm with you 100%. Yeah. The closest that I have experienced to what I remember growing up is the Knox-North Judson rivalry in football and in basketball.
Yeah, I have to imagine that. That's kind of like going to –
That's the closest thing.
I went to the Bell game for Culver and Argus the one year, and it was at Argus, and it was standing room only. And,
it's the rivalry games that still have that.
Yeah, Tippy Valley and Peru are getting ready to play, and I'm assuming that's a big one down there.
So that'd be a big game, too.
Yeah, so, just get out to games.
Get out to the games. Support the schools.
I mean, the money you pay to get in and at the concession stand goes straight to the clubs, goes straight to the teams, goes to, and that's what makes these gyms so great is by you supporting them. And I would just love to start seeing those bigger crowds.
Yeah, I agree.
I told my friend he moved up to Indiana from Texas, and I was like, you need to go to an Indiana basketball game. He goes, is it anything like Texas football? I said, I bet it would rival Texas football.
Ooh.
And he came, and I think I took him to like the semi-regional game or semi-state game for Plymouth. And he's like, this is it? And I was like, oh, man. I'm like, come on. I was like, you
missed it about by 10 15 years.
I was like, 10 years ago. Man, I remember Fort Wayne for semi-state and the ACC for semi-state. I mean, just single-class basketball is where it's at. But, I mean, I challenge people out there listening, get out the games, support these kids. They work hard. You never know when they're going to put their jersey on for the last time. Right. And I'd like to see bigger crowds. I'd like to see that spirit and that hype creep back into Indiana basketball.
Couldn't agree more, Brian. I really couldn't.
Sorry, I went on a tangent.
No, you're good. I appreciate you.
I don't know who's listening, but they needed to hear it.
They needed to hear it.
Harold, if you're out there, start telling people.
Yeah, exactly. Well, we're not done yet. KVB's WKVI Sports is back in action tomorrow night to see the Oregon-Davis Bobcats host the Marquette Catholic Blazers. We will be going live at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central. That's right here on 99.3 FM and streaming throughout the world on WKVI.com. We also remind you to join us this weekend for the last Saturday Sports Line of 2023. That's the longest-running high school sports show in Indiana, thanks to our very own Harold Welter. We always have several of our area head coaches on hand as we go live at 9 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Central on 99.3 FM and online at WKVI.com. If you missed the Saturday Sports Line, don't worry. We remind you of the Saturday Sports Line replay every Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central. We also invite you to follow us on social media. We are on Instagram at WKVI Sports, on X, formerly Twitter, at KVB Sports, and on Facebook at Sports to the Max for all Kankakee Valley Broadcasting sports content. Final word from you tonight, Brian.
Just want to I appreciate and I want to thank my beautiful wife at home who
allowed you tonight.
Lets me come out and do this.
Mrs. Hammond, thank you.
Yes, Brandy Hammond, we appreciate you. And Mitch is very grateful that he did not have to broadcast alone tonight.
I know Rusty said at the halftime break he's doing the game on Saturday alone. I thought, my God, I do not miss those.
I don't know if I'm available, but I mean, if he wants a guy, I
on
could
Saturday,
jump on there.
That might be.
Is it at Plymouth?
I forget what he said.
Yeah, I think he said
I'm sorry.
It was at Plymouth. I mean, if it's at Plymouth, I might be able to pull that off.
Well, I hope he's listening. Maybe he'll reach out to you.
Maybe.
Shout out to Rusty Nixon. I appreciate being able to talk to him. Of course, you can hear all Plymouth home and away games on max983.net as well as max 98.3 FM from time to time. He joined the crew not too long ago. He's been broadcasting for a long time, a lot longer than I could ever, and hope to make that long, but who knows how time goes. Our final in this one tonight, 46-19. The Lady Jays of North Judson-San Pierre beat the Culver Lady Cavaliers. From all of us here at KVB, we thank you for listening to Indiana High School Sports. For our sports analyst, Brian Hammond, our in-game announcer, John Thompson, I am Mitch Columbi. The tradition continues. We are Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Thank you for listening to Indiana High School Basketball on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI. Sponsored in part by Coca-Cola, Culver's Portside Marina, NEPCO, Crane and Equipment Services, Farm Fertilizers, First Farmers Bank and Trust, Lawrence Farms, Mark's Body Shop in Knox, Zingo Express, Pulaski Memorial Hospital, Stark County Co-op, The Auto Park with locations in LaPorte, Plymouth, and Bremen, Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, Collins Insurance, Howard's Marathon of Winnemac, and 5 Star. We'd like to thank our sponsors for their dedication in supporting local high school sports and helping continue the tradition on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Here's a three in the corner on the way! Yes! Yes! Big time three at a big time moment.